Well, hello everyone, Plukai here. Um, yeah, tonight more Somnium. 1 second. Let me just find the link. All right, here we are. Pretty warm today. Okay, get the game to load. All right, we're going inside Boss's mind. Oh wow, this one's gonna kind of suck. Just 1 second. Oh man, warm today. Hmm. Let us continue. Yay now, welcome. Gee, a warmer day today. Feels like we've gone straight into summer. Nothing much. Just started up the game. Decided to boot up Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, so that was what happened today. Pretty interesting so far, but I do not look forward to any attempts at PvP. Let's see, what the hell? Right? Built pretty well, but at the same time it's like, let's see. Okay, what? How do I do this? RNG and Exodia decks. Oh, that is evil. I love it.
Arrested.
Alright, so that door just does not open. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to restart from the beginning. Right now I'm just trying to... What's that say? Ladder? Ladder, first floor. Card. There's a card over there. I can't go up there quite yet. And there's no reason to do anything up here. Okay. Oh, there's a maps feature? Oh, that would have been handy. Wait. I remember there was a button I could press to start over, because I definitely messed this one up by wandering around. How weird. Yeah, that would have been nice to know. Wait a minute. Did I forget how buttons work again? Hold up. Alright, let me try hitting up the autosave then. Rather than risk losing time. Yeah, right now my running theory is that boss has nothing, it doesn't really have any real stakes in this, and it's been Pewter who faked the video of boss shooting So in the head. What the fit? Let's see. Because we only got Pewter's word that it wasn't faked. And I don't quite trust Pewter.
Break the lock with that.
Like, that's a possibility that I'm doing. Either Boss really is the villain in this, or Pewter is.
You've got 5 minutes.
I'll take the time penalty, just so I can get going. Man, this color scheme is not helping. Can I? Ah, there's the restart button. I guess I have to do stuff before it let me have it. Yeah, Pewter is definitely weird. Let me see. Let me try to knock down the brightness just a little bit more for my eyeballs' sake. This place is just that it's too shiny. The bloom is crazy. Alright, let's see. This one was tackle, I believe. No, wait, this one was kick. Tackle was C.
Agent Dante, you've got 4 minutes.
How did we lose this much time? I was trying to be as efficient as possible. Alright. Right. Push gives me 1/3. Okay, I was not supposed to push. I was supposed to push this. Damn. Right, I gotta be really smart with the timies. One half, one half. And there's Pewter's watch, which was, I believe, the correct one was 8 o'clock, right? 50-second penalty now. Shit. All right, is there one with less lower penalty? Nope. All right, was it this one or?
3 minutes, Dante.
I feel like it was this one. No way, it was a different one. Was it this one? I feel like it was this one. Let me pull it up. Yeah, it was this one. Cool. We use one of the doors.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
How did I lose this much time? It's the kick. 1 second. Insert key. Oh, and what was maybe investigating would have been better. Hold up. Investigate to take a lower time penalty, and then I will have lost 15 seconds instead of 50. Hold on. Yeah, investigate.
This?
Lose 10 seconds. Yeah, insert key. I lose 15 seconds instead of 50. Alright. So what activated? I think it was that. No. Maybe I shouldn't have skipped that. Hold up. It's not letting me restart? God damn. The hell? Right, I got stuck here last time too. Yeah, I got level actions now. Yep.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry.
What?
Okay, Boss B acquired. I'm trying to find the correct path. All I did was find a bonus item. Cool beans! Let's see. Is it? It wasn't the first floor? Okay.
Dante,
Door.
30 seconds.
Alright, I just gotta activate the control panel again, so alright, I'll just take the loss.
Dante, you're out of time.
Because I remember trying the door on the first floor last time we ran through this and it did not work. Did not work at all. Right. Right now I was looking up boss's name. There was literally, first thing they were asking is like, Boss of Somnium, what do?
At a time like
Times like. Anyway, it appears.
what could
Okay, that's 3. Okay, we did that. Right, there's at least a minute of walking. So we... Oh, the big ass X. Alright. So how do we get to that big ass X? I don't feel... It has to be on that side. So how do we get over to that side? That was what it was like messing me up. Break it. That was 66 seconds. Maybe I was supposed to investigate it first? Okay.
Agent Dante, you've got 5 minutes.
Take the 10-second penalty. So then I only need to take a 5-second penalty here. Alright, and then the door is up here. There's a lot of walking. Nope, I'm saving this. Yep. Ah, there's a door D here. Oh wait. This B, okay. Alright, so we kick this one open. Tackle this one open.
Agent Dante, you've got 4 minutes.
Okay, there's the place, the bookshelf. With only 7 seconds, I think I can save one of my cards. It gave me a 1/2. Alright. Let's see. This key in the way is a 50-second penalty. And this is also a 50-second penalty, so I'll have to eat the 50-second penalty then. Because wandering around would take too much time. Open it up. I'm gonna use the door for the 5x penalty? Maybe. Right, maybe we grab and touch the door first and then do the key.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
God damn it, I always skip it. Alright, so how do I get down there? Is it that ladder? Only one way to find out, right? It's not. Why isn't it that ladder? Okay, maybe it's this. Maybe it's this door. Door E. Nope, it just sends me right back up here. Well, how am I supposed to get down there? Yeah, that's clearly the door I need to try to get to, but for some reason door E isn't letting me. E goes to... Yeah, E brings me back to the beginning. Hold on. So I came from this one. Oh, the ones in gray don't seem to work properly. Because I need to try to go directly down from here, I think. We've been to C, not D to E. Oh, so we need to go to D first and then hit E? But wait, how would that work? So that's door... That's door E. That's also door... Oh, so the door E's are connected. Okay. So what will happen if I go up here?
Door E.
Will I be able to... Nope. Sends me right back up here. So these door E's don't go anywhere. Odd. There's two C's and a C. Well, we go into an E. Oh, okay, let's see.
1 minute. Hurry.
But, wait, I've been to both E's, though. So that might not have been it. I see where your idea comes from, though. So I tried the other door, nothing. But maybe it really is just the first floor? This game.
Doors.
Okay, I might have taken the wrong turn somewhere because... Wait. Let's look at the log. I took door C quotation mark. Alright, let's take door B quotation mark, right? Why would E take us to E? That's confusing. Yeah. So B took us to B, so we're back up here again. So is there a pair of doors that are just misconnected, or did the control panel just fuck me up? That's what I don't get.
Dante, 30 seconds.
Door 0. Damn, that penalty though. It's just that last part that keeps on messing me up, and I'm feeling... Right, that was an amazing penalty if I ever did see. Alright, gonna have to do this slow just to see what exactly I did with the control panel. Okay, investigate. That I can skip.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
Okay, let's see what
There.
TVs.
So?
What am I
I
seeing?
see. If we move the scaffold, a new route appears.
Okay, let's move it.
Ah! Let's see. Oh. Well, that didn't do anything.
It shrunk.
Alright, we press the switch.
Oh,
I see.
And then we rotate the key again. Okay, the
Now we
camera.
can use the route to door.
I just need to open the door B door. Oh, I use D and then go to B? I think? Yeah, that was me on me. Alright, let's see. D, so where is B? Was that the log? Yeah, I need to go to B. How the hell? There it is. Okay. Now I can cross the scaffold. 66 seconds. Oh, what did I do? How does this work? Door F. Alright, I tackle it. Alright, we can see what's in there.
One minute. Hurry.
What the hell? Just after walking. Alright. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I'm like, what am I supposed to do here? I got only one choice. Get shocked.
Date, we've known each other for a long time. I know that you are joking, but could you please consider the...
you're seriously lecturing me?
Excuse me?
Sorry, ma'am.
Oof. I can't kick it. I can't... What am I supposed to do here? Tackle it?
Ready?
Huh.
Whoa! This Somnium is awfully...
Hey, that door.
I didn't see the map. I saw him. I just didn't make the connection.
I'm going to open.
Was that the last lock? Please tell me that was the last lock. Or am I supposed to do one more thing?
That's...
Wait, that's herself.
Iba, return to the control room on the 3rd floor.
At once.
Alright, let's see what it's going. Oh, I just made it. Ooh. Sorry, one sec. I just want to make sure the volume is... Yep, volume is definitely working. Ooh, shit. Alright. Ah! So it was him. That's what I suspected, but who killed... It's Iris this time, right? Iris killed... Yeah. And then So cut up Iris, quote unquote. But the question is that the real Iris or was that her mother? She was breathing. And then the last person is Pewter or herself? Herself.
What the hell is going on?
So far everything kind of checks out. I just... Ah! It told me. I want Date, what the fuck? Right.
Date, what are you doing? 6 minutes are up!
Wait! Hitomi is...
Date, you can't go any longer! Force shutdown!
No!
Oh, maybe in this timeline, Renju never talked to Pewter about the scheme. Maybe. And that's why Boss is the villain in this one? I'm still confused. My brain is not... I feel like I was making way better connections 2 streams ago, but after that last one, my brain is just gone. Right? We let him go, didn't we? Yeah, we let him go in the other timeline. This is the timeline where Iris and Oda get...
I took a look around your head, and I discovered something. Something about the new Cyclops serial killings. Apart from Ota, there are 4 victims. Shoko Nadami, Renju Iris Sagan, and So Sejima. Who was responsible for these murders?
Each other.
Shoko was stabbed by Renju with an ice pick. Renju was strangled to death by Iris.
Which, that I don't understand.
So cut open Iris's body.
That I get, because he wanted to...
Shot So. It was you. In other words, all of these murders were committed by different people.
Now, did she get the upper hand? She drugged him. She drugged... Why didn't she do it in the other timeline?
There wasn't just one killer. That's how it looks on the surface, anyway. But that's not the truth. There's only one culprit.
Really?
One person. And that person is...
Who is the new Cyclops killer? Pewter. So, Sojima. Renju, Iris. Is it not you?
Yes. You, the person in front of me right now.
You're blaming the commander of Abyss for this?
Right?
No,
Why
not
did you-
Boss. The person inside Boss's head.
Oh.
Can you at least try to make sense?
Oh. Oh. We saw someone in Somnium. The prototype. We saw the video of Mayumi and Boss.
Alright, I'll explain. You know about the abandoned chemical plant in Kawasaki? There's a prototype sync machine. You use that device to swap around bodies one by one.
In other words, the entire egg ends up being replaced.
Wait. Wait.
Mind, consciousness, memory, they are traded.
You switch bodies and you kill the original? So who's inside Boss? The first... Shoko?
I don't know where it started, but at some point, you got into Shoko's brain. Then you got into Renju and got rid of Shoko's body.
What? Then who's...
Renju was Iris. You strangled Renju using Iris. After that, into So, who you used to kill Iris and Ota at the cold storage warehouse.
The body snatcher plot? What the fuck?
Now, you're in Boss's body, inside her head.
So who... So who is this?
I see. If you know that much, then I have nothing left to hide. Yes, I am the culprit behind the new Cyclops serial killings.
89?
I guess you can call me the new Cyclops killer.
Who the hell?
Saito Sejima.
The son. Well, I just got goosebumps.
Congressman Sejima's son.
What?
I researched Saito thoroughly,
Date isn't So's son?
but I cannot find any images of him on the internet.
I could swear that... Oh. So we're just his body then. Because that would explain why Date has no memories.
Register.
So where's your original body, huh? So who was inside Iris?
That was me.
That's why her Somnium was different. That's why it was the factory. And our left eye. That's why her inner world was so...
You imitate her well. From the way you talked in your body language, it was like the real Iris.
Holy fuck. Right?
Earlier, too. You almost had me fooled. Your imitation of Boss was... perfect.
Yes, there's a reason for that. Let me define some terms first.
Oh, the Saito the ego goes into the...
A person's
brain.
memory and sense of self. Let's call that person.
So he just kept
Quite
it?
the right word, but now transferring that personality into someone else's brain. Let's call that parasitism. The one transferring is the parasite. The one being transferred into is the host. Are you with me so far? Moving on. Even after the personality exchange is complete, the host's memory isn't complete. About 1% remains in the brain. So, a parasite could use that 1% to imitate the language and behavior. That's how I knew about the warehouse and Sunfish Pocket, by the way. Thanks to Renju and Iris's remaining memories. I'm
Who was
telling
this?
you, it was me. Why are you making me repeat myself?
Oh, damn, bosses.
That means the Somnium I entered on Sunday.
That's right. It was me.
How? How does he know about the original Cyclops killer? Something else was troubling me. Oh. So we were inside Iris and then we saw ourselves doing the killing.
What's going on here?
So... yeah, I was right. Date is the original body.
Before I do, there's something I want to... How did you know about the prototype sync machine?
I saw in Boss's memories.
Not only that, you also seem to know what the sync machine is truly capable of.
Pewter.
Why is that?
That's...
Wait, but did that...
Regaining your memories, are you?
For who did he...
Memory is fractal. If you retain even a single piece of it, it's possible to recreate the whole. Pieces of memories are like roots that grow into every... gradually, slowly. I imagine the
Brain?
same thing is happening in your brain, right?
A fractal is a figure with self-similar... Allow me to see this. Whichever fragment you cut, you will see a similar shape. The whole is made up of its similar parts. This is called a fractal figure. Memories in the brain are similar. That he is claiming that from a few pieces, you can rebuild.
Knew about the prototype from gaining my memory. Is that right? No, that's not it. I knew it from the other timelines.
Exist.
I know it from the other time. Wait, why does... Wait, why? Right, because in this timeline, Date doesn't really know that detailed stuff about the machine and everything else, but... Alright.
Fine.
Time.
You'll see. So, where do you want me to start?
Past midnight on Tuesday. Shoko was killed on Friday. Day 1 today is day 5. What was Daito doing those days? It's so fucky, right? Now we got parallel world theory, which Date had advantage of. Wow, this person has body snatching superpowers? Alright, first day.
Like you guessed, my personality was in Shoko. That made calling. I need to talk to you about something. He came over without question.
Oh, how long was he inside
I think
Shoko?
it was around 4 p.m. I had him meet me at the I made Renju go to sleep, synced, and then stabbed Shoko's discarded body with an ice pick.
So wait a minute. Alright, so once... By that timeline of the first murder, he was inside Renju, where he convinced Pewter. Oh, that's messed up.
Around 8, I tied up Shoko to one of the merry-go. After that, I used Renju's phone to send a Nile message. Then, I just...
So... Alright.
Until next Saturday evening, my personality wasn't my next target. I knew she would be suspicious if I asked. I called her a little before 5 p.m. I greeted her. That's when Ota... Anyway, I put her in the car. On the way, I made her take a sleep. I knew she might run once she saw where we were. It was around 7 p.m. when... After getting Iris's body, I used a rolled-up apron to strangle Renju to death. Then I put his body in an empty oil drum. I put that in the trunk of the car, then... But then... Something I didn't... Waiting for the signal in Akiba, someone knocked on the window of the car.
I know I shouldn't root on a killer, but holy fuck. Right?
It was Ota. He asked me something about being able to drive. He was surprised, to say the least.
So Iris body, huh?
Finding the oil drum, and plus, if word got around that Renji's car was spotted driving around Akiba, that would foil my plans.
Hold up. Well, that explains why. So, in this timeline... Yeah, this is absolutely insane. So, in this timeline, he was still in Renju's body, and he never got a chance to take... Yeah, damn fucking well played, right? But he never got a chance to take Iris's body because we were with her the whole time. So he might have been able to take 89's body in the other timeline. Either 89 or Mayumi. So... Wait. So in this timeline, he took over Soul's body. And then no matter what, we end up killing... Wait, that one's still locked. Yeah, this one's still locked. So wait. We go here. And then this timeline, I think we succeeded in killing... Because Soul, unless Soul got to someone else, we killed Soul. But Soul said something strange about saying, oh, killing my own son. So was this... In this timeline... No, wait, he did take, because he took... He took Iris's body... No, wait. He took Iris's body, then he took Soul's body, then cut in half and killed Ota. So then we ended up killing him in Mizuki's arc, but... In Ota's arc... We find his dead body in a vase, so... He's still running around in Ota's route. Maybe. Unless he managed to get... Soul managed to get someone else in Mayuki's route. Somewhere, yeah. He's somewhere in Ota's route. Missing presumably dead in Mizuki's route. Let's see. Iris's route is unknown because it's either he's still in Renju or he's in 89 in this route. This route is the same. He's either in 89 or Renju. So I feel like he's definitely the only one where he's definitely dead. Oh, this is fucky. Oh, so that's why Pewter is still a good guy in this route. Because Renju never asked him to become a bad guy.
So, I came up with a lie. I told him that I didn't have a license, so... That's what that thing...
Yeah.
And just like that, I managed to escape a bad situation and the rest went
No. Renju and them were a thing forever ago because remember there was a flashback with Mama about his watch. His watch, which was a gift from Pewter. So they were at it for a bit. So that's kind of tragic.
Sunday morning, I had a... Oh, I am, of course, referring to... I didn't want to draw suspicion, so I went to Lemniscate and performed... And when I left, I ran into you, Date. To be honest, I was a little... Just the previous night, I was a parasite in the body of Renju. I didn't think Ota had seen me. So, of course, I didn't expect to see you there, so... You were on to me. But there was... If I ran, it would only increase your... So I decided... The interrogation began around...
Right.
Then you synced in...
And then saw... Date.
You didn't get what you were looking for. As a result, you had no...
And then Ota got involved.
I didn't want to go home right away. That would make it difficult to sneak out at night. And that would put my plan in jeopardy. So I asked you to take me to Marble. I tried to find an opportunity to... But then I got a knife. I knew I could use him. So I told him I needed his help and to meet me at Marble. He did as I instructed him to do. After that, I got into... But because his presence was unnecessary, I asked him to stop at a convenience store to buy me something to drink.
Wait. So does that mean... Oh, no. No matter what, she ditches Ota, I think. Unless in the Ota route, Saito's in Ota.
I took his car and drove to my parents'
Ugh.
house. Yes, the Sajima residence. Of course, I knew I couldn't just... Hello, Father, it's been a long time. I was also in Iris's body at the time. But I thought I could use that to my advantage.
Because Iris's
So I pushed
mother...
on the intercom and sure enough, my dad invited me. I told him this. I want you to come with me. There's something... He was quiet for a while, but eventually... We arrived at the prototype. By the time I was in the body of Sosajima, it was a new day.
Right. Boss is just... It got tinged.
There
Alright.
isn't much to talk. Before noon, I used my old man's body to call the... But you might not know this, but she and my father go back about 6 years. The two shared a terrible secret. Hinting at that was enough to get the boss to come running to me immediately.
Right, she was involved with 89 stuff.
Then brought her body. I synced with her. And after blowing my father's brains out, I cut his body into pieces.
Oh, that means in Ota's route, he's inside boss.
I stuffed the meat into a vase I'd brought earlier, then drove back to my house.
Oh, shit. That means boss's ego is just gone. That's fucked up.
This was yesterday, past midnight. In my new body, I drugged Iris, put her in the van. Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. I arrived around 1, then prepared. Of course, when I say show, I mean dismembering Iris. Because of the temperature in the warehouse, it took longer than I
So
expected.
it was Iris' real body.
Well, he thought it. Of course. I didn't end. What does that make it? 3 times that. That annoyed me to no end. And I took that out on him.
And you know what the messed up thing is? In this timeline,
Dressing him up in the polar bear was an impromptu plan on my part.
Alice, or
Didn't mean
Iris'
Nathan
mother,
was the killer.
is still in that freaking
I just
forklift.
wanted to throw a wrench into the invest. Didn't matter if you found out. This all happened Monday morning. I left the warehouse around.
Her boss is just gone. That's... Eyes.
You know all about the prototype sync machine.
Oh,
I
it-
should explain it.
I knew. Different from the one in Abyss. It was more sophisticated. The nano cannon entered the gap, then traveled down the acting node. The other one, it impaled it, huh? Or I think. Need to remove the left eye manually. The subject and the sinker have to remove their eyes from the socket, otherwise the cables can't enter the brain. Severing the connection to the brain isn't necessary. Eyeball still has everything connected. The eyeball's supposed to just be popped back into the eye socket. It's supposed to be safe. Side effects are rare. If they're damaged, replacing the eyeball isn't too difficult. Why didn't they resist?
Ah, the prototype sync. It administers a strong dose of sedatives to the original body, and a stimulant to the host. After that kept them
Why didn't we
docile.
get ours back? Because Saito's been ripping him out. So I'm assuming that Saito stole someone else's body before taking Shoko's. And just decided to just tear out his old body. Maybe he failed to kill his old body for some reason?
Of course, I don't really care about eyes. I don't need them. All I cared about was exchanging bodies with the sync. And for that, I needed to remove the left eye.
Why didn't you just put the eyes back when you were done?
That's obvious. Once I was finished transferring into a new body, the old one was of no concern. Why would I bother replacing the... I was just going to get rid of it.
Why did you display?
To harass you.
Why?
I wanted to bring out the hatred in you.
God damn.
That's why I called Mizuki to Bloom Park. That's why I streamed Iris's murder. Because they were important to you, weren't they? I wanted you to feel cornered, trapped. I wanted to punish you, Kaname.
What happened to the eyeballs? She ate them?
Shoko's is in Renju. Renju's is in Iris.
That's why the eyeballs were in the stomach.
Iris's is in Dad.
Why did she want? Because where is her
Dad's
body?
is in Boss.
Ah.
Their stomachs, I mean.
You sick bastard.
Yes, I ate them immediately after exchanging personality.
How horrible.
Why?
Homicide is my hobby. I have a tenacity for it. What can I say? Of course, it was also necessary to make sure people kept their... If I took over someone's body, they would know about my crime. I couldn't risk them reporting me, so I killed them.
God damn,
It was
Saito.
also a matter of revenge.
Against you?
It's
Why?
personal. That's why I chose people close to you as targets.
It's
Well,
died 12,
except
yeah.
for my father. That was personal to me, but don't ask. It's embarrassing.
Alright, because I'm your body, huh?
This series of murders was like a journey.
She wants to go back to
traveling
her
through
original
bodies
body?
to finally reach the end.
Wait, isn't this related to Iris' retelling of the legend of the eyeball that
That's the thing
traveled?
about traveling. You always wind up in the same place, don't you? Where do you think that? Your home. A trip is only complete once you return home. The same goes for me. When I return home, my travels will come to an end.
Damn.
So I'll be needing it back. My body.
What?
Yeah?
You stole my body. You took it from me 6 years ago. That's why I want revenge.
What are you talking
Whose
about?
body are you in?
No idea what it was like inside my own head. I miss it. I miss my brain, Date. No matter how many people I killed, it never worked.
We took it. Yeah. How did... Who... So the original Date died,
I
huh?
never felt happy. I feel miserable.
Oh.
You mean?
So Date's body is incapable of feeling guilt? Or his brain is incapable of feeling guilt? And then this version always have to feel guilty? That's fucked.
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oh, my old body. How are you finding it, Date?
Yours?
That's what I've been telling you!
I don't have the same oxytocin deficiency you did.
Medication.
That is because I regularly supplement it.
Medication. That's why, like, why are you always out of your medication? It must be a side effect of your medication. It's all clicking.
They must have increased your dosage too much.
No, but the person who had this disorder was number 89. The original Cyclops killer.
And they said that you couldn't
That
be,
is what
but...
I believed, but we must have Computer did not specify who exactly was imprisoned, only that one of the original culprits responsible was currently in prison.
That's strange. That would mean number 89 is the previous chairman, Rohan.
That
Right?
must be it. Rohan is a parasite inside number 89's brain. Computer must have known that.
Oh. Now that's something I didn't expect. So 89 and Rohan switch bodies? Computer did fuck us. This is...
Let us determine the specifics using Saito as our star. Whose brain was he in before Boss?
So Sejima.
And before
Yes.
So?
Iris.
Iris. Okay.
And before that, Red.
Okay.
And before that,
Shoko. And then
And
who's...
before Shoko.
Who were you in before
I was a
Shoko?
parasite inside Rohan's brain 6 years ago until last year. I'd
You
lost
were
most of my
Rohan.
memories. I was a shell of a man. They housed me in a special hospital, but I still had those, just as I explained earlier, from a single piece. I took my time.
So are we Rohan?
My memories. 1 year ago, I left the hospital and immediately sought out Shoko. I got her, and she was... When she saw herself in the mirror, she was confused, panicking, running up the emergency staircase, and then...
Are we 89? Oh!
That's why Rohan committed suicide.
After that, I spent a year perfecting my using Shoko's. I spied on you all. That's why...
Is that why she was hitting freaking... No, wait, 6 years ago. Is that why they were hitting freaking
In there,
Mitsuki? No,
In that-
wait.
body you are operating.
Who were you before Rohan? Oh no, so
Skull.
So we're Rohan?
My personality.
wait. If what you're saying is true, what about my...
It was in Rohan.
I'm not Rohan!
Correct. It is just as he Number 89 was in Rohan's body.
So, oh.
In other words,
We're 89?
That's...
Oh, so we are. Dang, now you called it. Yeah. And that's why Iris felt that we were familiar. And that's why we remember that's why in the very beginning of the game, we had a dream about Mayumi and Iris's house. And that's why we remember the machine.
Sorry, but I want my body back. It's quite simple. Sync with me and stay inside my mind for more than 6 minutes.
And if I refuse?
I know that you won't. I know it.
Huh?
Date, look! This is streaming live!
Ah.
Damn you!
If you give me back my body, I will give you the location.
I get to live as boss?
Of course, it isn't the chemical plant in the Kawasaki.
Fuck. Where's the sword?
It is being routed. I cannot identify.
Computer!
Got it!
Now, will you agree to my...
Save time. Save! Well, gun and shooter.
Don't you care about what happened?
No!
Do you understand the gravity of a bomb is strapped to her body?
No!
You're too... Maybe you're just...
No!
You want to see what will happen when her flesh burns?
Yes.
You aren't... See, you know I'm not bluffing.
Nah. No matter how many I fused. And then she blew up. Damn. I understood. Boss's body rolled into a corner of the room. I don't want to think anymore. I could taste blood. Bad ending. Jesus. Yeah, that was an ending. Knew it! The boss's body rolled. Yeah, Date shot her ass. She's in the head. We're in the interrogation room. We're in headquarters, right? Or am I misunderstanding? Could be misunderstanding, but I was like, yeah, well, no, we shot her. No, it's too part of that game. Oh, hi, thank you. Yeah, we're nearing a good chunk of the game, so hopefully you aren't spoiled, but... Tommy's in HQ. Oh, wow. Oh, I thought that was Boss's body that rolled. Huh, maybe. Alright. So everything's been revealed. Alright, let me just see read that better. Confused again and again. Alright, let me read that out again. Maybe my brain. Alright. Yeah! That's, when I saw it, I understood. Boss's body rolled into the corner of the room. Didn't want to think anymore. Anything. Nothing. I closed my eyes, ran my palm across my face. I could taste blood. Yep. We just said nope, and then let her explode, and then kill kill Saito. Yeah. Although it still confuses me because in Mizuki's route, he definitely said, "Oh, how's it like to be killed by your own father?" I'm like, so does that mean that was still soul in his own body? Yeah, I'm just trying to try to figure out where is Saito in all these other routes? Where is his body in all these other routes? Fine.
Date!
I knew you wouldn't refuse. I know you well, don't I, Date?
Well, this is already not my body, so whatever. Yeah. Oh, do we know Aiba's code? We can have Aiba explode in his eyeball? Ah, here we go, here we go.
I did it. I did it. I'm back. I got it all back.
Hey, where's Hitomi?
I don't care.
All right. I'll tell you as promised. Boss's house.
Oh.
However, it might be too late by now.
What?
Ah.
Why?
Return my body and I'll tell you the location.
See?
That's what I said. I didn't lie. I kept my promise.
You bastard!
She
You're
crippled
the
herself.
one who injured that body. It's your own fault, really.
Damn it.
Code
Seeing
name.
you.
Code name. Aiba. Self-destruct time. Ah, here we go. Damn.
Date, are you alright?
Yeah. Sweat. Throat. I went to rescue. We also have freaking Iris.
Everyone's dead.
We have Iris's eyeball in our stomach at 89, and we lost everybody. Flesh remains, but the mind is lost. So we're just. After Saito is like, I'm doing this to make you angry, I refuse. I thought just to spite. Right? First reaction, just shoot him. We know he was gonna play the Joker, and just go Joker on us. Blow him up. Well, he gets to have his original body back. Good on him. He wasn't even gonna ask about the fake eyeball. So we're just 89 without our body.
I couldn't do anything.
Ugh.
Saito had me right where he wanted me.
So that means that the person inside 89 right now is the mob boss.
Nothing.
Parallel worlds exist.
Or such a world, and the me in that world, I is another.
Could I have had a better future?
Prayed that I could. And my consciousness sinking into a black abyss. Iris! Aiba! Take care of the rest. I don't want to be here anymore. Then you ending. Annihilation route. Everybody's freaking dead, but we get to be boss. I feel like that's, you know, that's something. Yep, that's it. I guess so. We just end up arresting Saito in his original body. So wait, in this timeline... Oh! In this timeline, he's in 89's body. And he's gonna do the switch to get... Oh, this is gonna get funky. Oh, they're gonna be in their original bodies. After like a weird series of swaps. But Iris is still gonna probably die here. Oh my god. Unless we stick Iris in another body. You're awake?
Damn it!
I don't think you can release yourself.
We have a
Do
self.
something about it.
What is it you
Come out of my eye socket and get this off of me.
I cannot.
Oh.
Why not?
My body has short-circuited.
Ah, the self-destruct sequence. How did he even manage to fight against 89?
It must have been the electric currents from earlier.
Oh right, whose body was he in this timeline? Whose body did he jump? He was in Renju. Renju, when they escaped, they got onto the car. So maybe Renju's body managed to, like, you know, tase him as he was getting into the car. And then switch bodies with 89. Because I have a feeling since Renju is still missing, so maybe it's either Renju's body we're going to be dealing with, which is unlikely since I think 89 knocked us out.
Communication functions are still operational.
So wait. Right, so is 89 still the mob boss, or did they take care of that? Or is the mob boss now in Renji's body?
Attempted to reach HQ.
Right now, it's so confusing.
No response.
They ignored you?
There must be pressure from the higher, likely a result of Congressman Tsujima's.
He thinks I'm investigating Monika's case.
That is not the. So Tsujima holds a personal grudge against you. He wants you dead.
Yeah, he knows his son's face. Yeah, this game's too big brain for my small tiny brain.
That is
Yeah.
likely why Pewter is attempting to delete my data.
Are you okay?
For now, but if they breach my final layer of ice.
Yeah, Aiba dies in this road, huh? God damn, all the routes kind of have some messed up things.
You're Saito Tsujima.
Wait, how does he know?
Oh, so you figured it out.
Oh! But he doesn't, not supposed to know about body switching in this. Wait, does it actually might?
Ground.
Oh.
Without his left eye.
Oh.
You were inside Renju, weren't you? Until just now? You used the machine to exchange minds, then got rid of his body.
Wait, did he figure that out in this timeline? I feel like we didn't.
Close, but you're a little off. I didn't get rid of the body. He died of natural causes.
Oh, it was the car accident. His body finally gave out.
More is you. How do you know you can use the sync machine to exchange minds?
Right, didn't really click.
Nothing makes me think you know why I took out his left eye.
To eat it? How do I know that? Why do I know that? Why do I know about all these things?
The current. Did it unlock your memories?
Maybe.
Then tell me, this body was original.
Mine.
That means your body.
This is your body. Isn't it, Saito?
Oh no. Came out easily, don't know why. But in that moment of harsh realization, I knew. 89's body is mine. And my body is Saito's.
Well, if you know that much, then this should be easy. Give me back my body.
Oh no, it's a prototype machine where it's heavily sedated. But we can blow up Aiba in his brain.
Don't worry, I haven't killed them yet.
Yet?
The brain you are currently occupying has an interesting quirk. It releases a flood of dopamine and endorphins when it kills. I thought I'd take that brain back before killing those two. In front of you, of course. Which is why I haven't killed them yet. Such beautiful eyes. I was going to begin the sync, but I think I want to see you mad.
The hell?
But what will
He wants to see his
you
own
do?
face mad?
You don't shut your mouth.
All right, talking. What should I say? Do you have any questions for?
Early Wednesday morning. Shoko was killed last Friday. Day 1, which makes today day 6. 5 days. What was Saito up to? So, alright, so right now we get to play catch up. While Renju's body has...
How about a little...
What?
This guy isn't much help. Ah, classic Date. Asking mannequins for help. Yeah, we're catching up in this timeline. Yep. The two main timeline branches. One where he managed to get into Iris' body, and one where he does not. Alright. Let's begin from the top. Shoko. Kill Choco. Yep. I already knew. I don't understand why. I feel like it's etched into my brain. Yeah, somehow Date has time powers. Why was the phone in this timeline and not in the other one? I put it in there.
When I was fixing Shoko's body on the horse, her phone fell out of her clothes. I forgot that I had given her one.
Ah!
I didn't want to take it with me, and I didn't want to toss it away. So, I decided to...
In one timeline, they couldn't even find it.
The merry-go-round horse's mouth was hollow.
Alright, any changes in this timeline?
My next target was... If I asked her to come to the abandoned factory, I knew she would be skeptical, so I called her to Sunfish Pocket.
But in this timeline, you failed.
For some reason. This was around 5.
Oh, she said no. So he had less time because Date asked her not to.
Renju, I didn't think I would have any trouble getting her to try.
Date, do you... Saturday evening, after syncing with Mizuki inside the Somnium, you thought you saw at the time you told...
Do not.
Don't lock the door.
Oh.
Iris didn't accept Saito's proposition because of your... If you did not...
She would have been taken.
I decided to pick her up in Renju's car. I thought that if she saw me in person, however...
You got in an accident around 6:10 p.m. and lost consciousness.
How lucky.
So unlucky. My plans were ruined, but my ultimate goal is still achievable. So it's all good.
Oh yeah, Sunday?
After the accident, my body was taken to Central Hospital. I regained consciousness, the surgery was a success, but Renju's organs were in a horrible state.
Damn.
I had somewhere to be. I left the hospital, rented a car.
I know what happened. You got to the saga on how you pushed the intercom.
He was sweating buckets and he said...
And then he took Iris.
You got Iris to come, but when you tried to...
Bring her here.
I got scared. I pulled my hand away.
And then she ran. Yeah, Saito feels different, yeah. She ran because of the whole delusion.
I was planning to put her to sleep in the car, but the sleeping pills were inside Renju's crushed. I was pushing my luck. My plan and my body were... I'm sure the painkillers were affecting me as well. My mind was scrambled. I couldn't change. I managed to make it back here and collapsed. Next thing I knew, I woke up around Renju's body was about to explode.
So then he called Pewter and asked for help.
Renju, and of course, that's when I got a call from a Mr. Amanoma, the man you call Pewter.
And then he became evil on this route because of that.
The boss told me then, Renju.
Rohan as 89. Why did you want 89?
When I heard that number 89 was coming to Abyss, I came up with a... Iris trusts this number 89, this body. I thought I could use it. And there was another reason. I planned on eventually switching bodies. You and I would get our original bodies, and after I do that, I will kill Iris and Hitomi in front of you while you're in this body. A rather nice plan if I do say so myself. That's why I asked Pewter. I wanted this body at all.
Alright, what
I
happened?
brought Rohan, who was inside
Yeah, Saito.
99's body. Rohan was my part, so naturally, but I didn't have much.
It's time left. This guy's
That's how
cuts,
I
but yeah.
broken record, but Renju's body was almost done.
Renju's body was built different.
So, I put Rohan as a this happened.
And then he put his eyeball back, huh? God damn it,
It's
Renju.
just like I told you, he died of natural causes.
Oh my god. My brain is just... Oh, my brain feels like all the
Tough
pieces.
mercenaries I hired. After I woke up Monday, they were expensive. But I had access to... I paid them with...
Ah.
Of course, my intention was only to kidnap Iris.
So in the Iris ending...
But after I got this body, I didn't really need them anymore. But they had already been paid good money.
So he went into her mind for nothing in her ending.
I decided to leave the arena, and then I told him about Iris and hiring the assassin. I told him he could use them for whatever he needed. And he acted on his own without...
Oh.
I called Iris about Tuesday at 1:4. Long time no see. I'm sorry to call you out of the blue like this, but I need to see you.
Again, the inconsistency here is... Yeah, it's a little inconsistent, and I feel like I have this odd feeling some of the pieces do not click. But I'll go with it. It's nice. It's a cool concept.
I told her where to... It was all...
Like how he fought 89 without the mercenaries. You mean Rohan 89 or someone else?
I knew that if I looked like him...
I've been looking for him for...
Yeah. 6 years.
I see.
Well, he managed to knock... Right, how did he manage to knock out Rohan 89, quote unquote, willingly, and switch bodies with a broken body? Huh. Yeah, probably.
You, Date. Number 89's current body was originally yours.
Yeah.
After Iris got into the car,
Damn.
I put her to sleep. I restrained her and called her to him.
Computer drugged him because it was transferred to HQ? Yeah.
Don't call the police or she died.
Oh.
I used Iris to reel in Hitomi. Thanks for being so cool, but you did. I was getting tired of...
How about Monica?
I was only 12, but I remember it vividly. On that day, 18 years ago, I heard my dad on the... I'm going to see... I followed him. I got into a... He went to the harbor.
Oh god, are we gonna get to see little Date? Or little... freaking... killer guy? And I thought Rohan was the... I guess Rohan and him, the two of them became this Cyclops killer. Little Saito, yeah. Oh, they didn't even put in Saito's... They didn't even make a model for him because it was such a short scene. That makes sense. Jesus. So the whole Iris and...
I've only ever been happy when I was killing something.
Right? So the whole them being siblings was technically true in a physical level, but he was more like her dad. Oh my god.
I would kill cats and pigeons. It was the only way.
We did see this scene much earlier in the Somnium of Souls.
But like a drug. Next. That's when I found out about... That woman took my dad, and she stole all the happiness from my house. So I chose her as a target. I was born with a brain disorder. I can't secrete oxytocin from my pituitary, and I didn't have a mother. Not a real... My mom died giving birth, so naturally, my emotions toward my dad were complicated. Sometimes, if I didn't kill Monica, would things be different? Maybe the murders 6 years ago never would have happened.
Ah.
Me, you, Rohan. Maybe none of us would have gotten mixed up in this. And maybe Shoko Nadami never would have gotten killed. Isn't destiny a curious... One mistake can change so many lives.
I kind of like yourself though.
Sorry, I don't have, and even I'm growing tired of seeing that twisted, angry face of yours. So, shall we get started? Give me my body back.
Saito kind of spitting, really? Well, he was spitting about all of this. But with the whole Destiny nonsense, but alright, that's a sedative. And then removing his eye. Oh, he's got to tear out.
Strange fake eye. Oh well.
Oh, in this timeline, he doesn't know about Aiba. Oh. He doesn't give a damn. He just tore it off.
All right, it's ready.
Are we gonna fight him in Somnium? Or are we gonna go inside his mind? Oh, this is gonna be so weird. So I'm going back to my old body as Date? Just just no pain. I guess maybe he drugged up 89's body, but
This is... the same...
what the hell?
That was...
Me?
Damn
That's
it, why
bad.
can't I wake up? This doesn't look like...
The music is Somnium activate? Mental lock? It's a reverse sync, yeah. It's like he's trying to go inside Date's brain and body, I think. Oh no. Kadai Date, agent. Verify identity.
What?
Oh, he already broke in that quickly? Concealed. Everything's in reverse, yeah. Oh, this is what it feels like to be on.
Being synced?
Yeah. There's nothing we can do. This is freaky, yeah, we're hiding mental lock.
Sync?
Erase?
No good.
Investigate. There's a knife now?
What? Damn it, what is...
Whose body? Rohan and 89's. So then they swap 89 slash Rohan with damn. Alright. God, I feel so damn helpless. Alright, I feel like opening this is not gonna be the good option. Alright, let's go into the sync room and see what the hell is going on.
Sync?
Yeah, let's go. We lose 60 seconds. We running out his time. Oh, we're running out our time. But we can't do anything but investigate. Ah, that's the other unlocked. Running out of time.
Me? What was he doing? Sink.
Can we pull out?
Again.
So there's 89 Rohan walking out? Why? Somnium like this Inception. Yeah? I feel like it's heavily inspired by Inception. Okay, we can't do anything but give him time, lose out time. Oh, we're giving him what he wants. If we last here longer than 6 minutes. Oh, no. This is the prototype Somnium. So we're inside 89's flesh. Parasite's head. Oh no.
Help me! Help me!
Right, because all he has to do is run out the clock and then the bodies will be swapped. He doesn't give a fuck. Ugh. And we don't have any real way of fighting or rejecting him.
Blood.
Yeah, I wasn't good at thinking. Because he only used to standing in Somnium. We don't have to finding stuff about him even when he's thinking us. Right? Ugh. And since he's 89's body, he has 89's like leftover stuff. My brain, yeah, I'm just... We're not allowed to pick it up? Alright, let's stick our hand in then.
Damn. Oh, this. It's them.
So, what? 89... Shoved Rohan back? God damn. What's that again? I guess, yeah, looking at psychotic Date, yeah. He does seem like a villainous character. Smack it!
Damn, nothing. It's just a mirror.
Touch it.
I touched it.
Alright, knock over then. You can't stop this. Eyeball. Do we stick it in his eye? Or do we stick it in our eye?
Damn it.
Oh, we gave him an eyeball. Or he took it from us.
Just a little more.
Date psych powers. And we're just helping him along because there's nothing we can do. We don't have any way of just rejecting him or shutting him down. Alright, oh, we can only think. We have all our freaking abilities and experience as Thinker. There's not a damn thing we can do. It actually feels like Date is hiding information about Iba. Maybe.
That was...
Ah. And this is when Rohan, 89. Good addition, we found out what happened to Tommy and Iris. No, I think it's because of the reverse Somnium. It's just 89 slash Ardate getting invaded by. God damn, why can't I remember his name at all? God damn, I'm blanking again. Falco. Saito, yeah, Saito. I'm just so used to calling him Date that it's like, okay. Placing the eye on Saito? Ah, maybe. Maybe tricking him, but I'm not quite sure how that works. Date A acquired. Oh. That means he succeeded. That's the game over. Date in a suit looks cool. We got A. That's usually what happens if you get a speed run. Saito in a suit, right? Right, we get to see Date's body or slash Saito be a villain now, and it kind of fits in its own funny way.
I did it! I did it! Oh, this feeling! I'm back. I got it all back!
Ah, deja vu. So which eyeball he's got to stick on here?
This fake eye is awful. Well, I suppose it's better than nothing. I think I'll keep it.
Oh, you foolish man. Oh, we're still sedated. There's nothing we can do. Unless 89 is... Oh! Unless 89 Falco is able to... You know what? I'm just gonna call Falco Date. Now that he's Now that he's in his body again.
This prototype machine has a special... The body I am transferring my consciousness into will receive a stimulant.
Right. He was able to move, but oh no.
I'll be feeling it soon. Oh, but don't worry. Like I told you earlier, my plan is to kill Iris and Hitomi in front of... So I can't be killing you right away. You will watch them die, and then you will follow in their footsteps. You should be honored.
Body won't move. My vision is getting hasty. Consciousness, man. I don't know what happened. I can watch it. Only watch it in front of me. The scene that played before me had my eye left be dumbfounded. Fragment of my memory lost all those years ago. Piece of my past buried deep within my self-consciousness. Or my subconsciousness. Patty cake? Am I gonna remember patty cake? Wait, there's the title screen music. Yeah! We did have this memory. Alright, but with small Iris is creepier on Saito, Monica, right?
Fill it with fruit. Put it in the oven. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I win! I win! Yay! Now you have to take the penalty. Up, up, side to side. Up, down, pinch.
Ah, all the memories flying back.
Iris, remember when you asked me what your stage name should be? How about A-Set?
That's right, I thought of that name. Oh, and then in the other timeline where he got all the Egyptian stuff is what Iris Root gave us. All that lore.
Flower over there? It's a very special flower that blooms in the cold. A winter iris, just like the iris from Greek mythology.
She's the messenger goddess, and the goddess of rainbows.
That's right. That's why the iris means good news and hope.
Falco does, funnily enough, also look like main character material. So who knows? And Saito.
Hey, Uncle.
Yeah, Saito, or rather Date, did always have that kind of look of being that villainous character. He always had that potential look. Yeah, it just meant to be.
What?
When am me hear good news from you two.
A sibling?
When will Uncle be my dad?
Oh.
The Okonomiyaki War.
Iris drew it. She must have really enjoyed herself.
Wait, when 89 came in with Boss
Should.
and
We'll do whatever she
Rohan,
likes. Maybe even every day.
Oh, you. Every day?
that was like a villain when he's making shockwaves, yeah.
Hitomi, do you want to live together? The three of us?
Are you sure?
What do you mean?
People are going to talk.
I don't care about that one bit.
Well then, hypothetically, what if Iris and I were being hunted down by a secret organization?
Well, I'd defend you, of course.
What if they're zombies?
Zombies?
Remember when we went to that haunted house and you were clinging to my arm?
Damn.
Because it was dark and it came out of nowhere. But fine. I don't care if it's zombies or aliens or whatever else. I will defend you and Iris with my life.
Oh.
Thank you.
And the other timeline, he completely...
My answer is...
Oh. Oh, alright. Well, I hope we're not gonna get multiple choice.
You
Yes.
want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please.
And this is...
You've done a lot for us, but one final job I want you to... It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter.
And Saito is
Should
like,
be
yeah. And Saito want them killed.
This is...
Now I understand. I understand why Rohan Komakura wanted these two dead. So Saijima asked Rohan to take Monaco's corpse deep in the mountains where no one will find it. Rohan found out Hitomi knew about it. She found out Monica had given birth to a child. If the media got hold of it, Congress and Saijima will be ruined. And the information will no doubt lead to discovering Monica's murder. So and Saito will be arrested immediately. Investigation will lead straight to Rohan. But Rohan never told So about Hitomi and Iris. Don't know why not. Maybe he decided it wasn't important to mention. Played it close to the chest, need to know basis. Yeah. Hitomi is also into the occult. Ah. All makes sense, mother and daughter. Rohan hired the assassin Falco, meaning me, to kill Hitomi and Iris.
You got it? I want you on this right away. If you could do it in 2, maybe 3 days, that would be good luck.
Of course, I couldn't go through with it. If I killed him, someone else would. I was sure of it. Needed a plan. How do I get out of the organization and keep them safe? Couldn't think of anything. I needed advice from an old friend. Who was your friend? Boss? Boss! Ah, from
There's some pretty
Detective.
crazy confessions in my line of work, but this one takes the cake. But don't worry, all right? You could have told me you were being attacked by Martians, and I still would have believed you.
Boss and I were both in the same rookie class of police recruits. Close ever since.
So, can you help me?
I do have one idea.
Huh?
Have you heard of the new investigation department, Abyss? I was put in command.
Boss explained sinking to me.
The sync machine is normally used to look inside someone's head, but you can technically use it to swap them.
Swap body?
Right. So if we use...
What do you mean?
I mean, switch bodies with Rohan. The new you will be Rohan, chairman of the Kumakura. Then you can send out an order. No one lays a finger on Hitomi and...
Oh.
What about Rohan? Won't he be in my...
Just get rid of it, I guess.
Get rid of it?
You can take this opportunity to get rid of Falco once and no one will know what really... No one will ever find out that a police officer was moonlighting as an assassin. It's 2 birds with 1 stone.
Made a good point, and I had no reservations about giving up my body. Soaked in so much blood over the years, I was almost glad to be rid of it, but I did have a single regret. He will be... Yeah, he can't exactly hang out with those two as Rohan. We'll never be able to see them again. But I didn't care, as long as they were safe. Oh, it was fucking Boss
All right.
getting involved.
Leave everything to me. Hayato
That was his name? Real name?
Yagyu.
Hayato Yagyu? That was my real name.
Boss, how did you bring in Rohan Kumakura?
I made up some charges and had the cops take him in.
Is that...
Yeah, it'll be
Man,
fine.
this man is nuts.
Because he's about to switch bodies.
Rohan has been put to sleep. He will not be waking up for a while.
Remember, to get your consciousness to fully transfer.
Yeah, I know. I understand. Stay in Somnium for more than 6 minutes. Right.
But then that doesn't explain. Okay. Oh!
We're counting on you.
Let us begin. 3, 2, 1.
And then as Rohan, quote unquote. Oh! So Rohan 89 managed to... that still doesn't explain everything. You're right, this game Falco was a serial killer too. Yep, he was a hired killer. And then this was...
Stop! Please!
Higher count, yes.
Please!
Oh, and so he saw all the murders happen, and then as Rohan, he's like, oh shit.
It's me.
Rohan?
Did you forget your own idea?
Does that mean...
I'm Hayato Yagyu. The switch worked. And there's been a breakthrough in the case.
I know. You don't have to...
Regarding the Cyclops...
How did you know?
We can monitor what happens in the Somnium from...
Awesome Computer explained there wasn't one Psychops killer, there were two. One was Rohan, the other was Saito. Saito revealed everything.
We should ask him about it.
Good idea. When Rohan wakes up...
Oh, but Rohan will be in 89's body with all his memories.
Huh? What? Pewter, where is...
how would I know?
This is bad.
And then they stole the fake machine.
Hey, which way did...
Huh? Rohan standing?
No!
Yagyu, where did he go?
Oh, him. He just left.
What?
Why?
What do you mean? He said he wanted to leave. Did I do something wrong?
This guy!
No, don't tell.
Knew where he was headed. Oh, and they ended up going to the house.
Oh, hello. What are you doing here at this hour?
Such beautiful eyes.
Oh, stop. You're always flattering me. Anyway, come on in. I'll make us some tea.
You bastard!
No! Stop!
That dumb policeman, right? Oh. So he ended up shooting her. And, oh.
Stop right there!
And that's why Boss was involved. And Rohan wasn't gonna even ask about how... Wow, I'm surprised Rohan was able to just, like, leave and not even need a second to process that he's in another freaking body. Long, complicated surgery, but she survived. Controller? There it goes. Common practice, you would left a permanent injury. Lost all use of her right hand thanks to a bullet I fired from my own gun. Nothing. Got up and left the hospital room and left all my memories with her. But then they caught him. So he became Rohan and called them together and then...
Everyone, listen up. Hitomi Sagan and her daughter are untouchable. If any of you lay a single... You don't want to know what'll happen. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
And then he went to Soul's mansion by boss's request.
Meet with Saito. Figure out as long as you're like that.
Went to meet with Saito. And then Saito kidnapped him. The two of them together kidnapped him, Rohan. Ah, here we go. Date / Saito in a suit. Oh, wow.
What is it you want to talk about?
Wow, she really does look like a villain. God damn. Long neck.
How long has it been since we left?
That's an odd...
Humor me.
The first time we
Yeah,
met
he
was
looks
when I
good.
killed Monica. And my father asked you to deal, but we didn't so much as see each other. Why are you asking?
What was the...
About half...
And what did I...
You don't remember?
Remind me.
I remember you... You really want to... I'll find you target. Just let me keep the eye. Then we both get what we want.
Yeah, he is so... Ah, there we
We'll
go.
make good partners.
I took him out, right?
That was your... I don't understand why you're...
My idea.
Yeah, you told me that you can't recognize them. You always eat the left half of your meat. The same is true of the... You can't recognize face, which means you can only see the right half of their faces. And that's why you pull their right eye. That's what you told me. Do you have someone in mind?
Let me think. What'll it be? The fifth murder?
Hold on. Could you not refer to us like that?
Why not?
I told you.
But that's our name.
A name you decide. You even sent that letter without my permission. You said it would throw off their investigation. I don't know how effective it was.
So there's no relation to Greek mythology?
What? You're the one who came up with it.
Alright.
Hey, Saito. Could you come...
Where we go?
There's a place I want to...
Really? The police station?
Oh, and the 89's body popping in. Bodyguards around.
What are you doing?
You aren't the real Rohan Kumakura. I could tell as soon as... Let's get a change of scene. Fortunately for you, I am interested in... Mr. Kumakura should... So it's fitting. What? Oh. The truth serum is working. Wow.
Truth serum?
I see. You got into that body with the sync. Fascinating. I want to see it for myself. The prototype sync machine. Where is it? Chiba?
Right, he knew it right away.
You there. Don't worry. I'll pay whatever it costs.
Yeah. It all connects. Man, playing this game, a new game plus, it's gotta be trippy. Saito's actually got... Man, Saito is freaking... He reminds me of Light. He is one hell of a bastard, but goddamn.
Well, it looks... Let's say you and I get...
I'm surprised he decided to take... Oh, he did. He was able to... He just ripped it out? He didn't even detach it? Oh my god! Bro, why? If you can pop it back in... Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, like... On New Game Plus, I'm like, I know exactly what's going on here. Ugh. He's actually literally got like... The nerves. 10 billion red herrings, right? That's the key to a good mystery. Oh, and they didn't stop him?
What are you doing? Follow him!
So now he's just stuck in Rohan's body? If you will figure out the plot. Yeah, I think I got fairly close at times, but the whole brain swapping into boss. Well, I mean, we kind of saw it coming. The hints were there, especially once it's like it got established that you could switch bodies, but still. Sight was mine over. Well, we only made consciousness was sent over. Computer is like sync machine. Out of abyss, he tells you, I was going to go to Golden Yokocho, yeah? But instead of the fucking computer phrases, select boss. I think I might have some Saito's memories cling to me, but I never picked them up. Maybe because they weren't mine to hold. But reality was disappearing. I was confused and lost. And so, if he spent enough time, he probably could have found Golden Yokocho. Wandering left, no destination, was interrupted by a woman. Oh.
You're Saito Sejima? Sorry, I just had a feeling. I heard that the prototype machine was stolen, so...
Ah, she put two and two together.
Vacation for a whole week.
Who are you?
Just as you've lost your... Alright. From now on, think of me as...
Boss?
That's right. That's what you'll call me. Come with me, to where you belong.
And so they decided to use him as an agent? The Pewter knew all along. And that's why Pewter said, oh yeah, you're definitely not the killer.
Register for you.
Which is hilarious, because technically his body was. Everything clicks.
From today on, you have a new name and a new... As a member of Abyss, the team I...
You want me to be a police officer?
You were a policeman before, remember? You've already passed the exams. There shouldn't be a problem.
But the new me didn't pass.
That's fine, trust me. It won't be a problem.
Wait, he remembers?
Congressman knows how to pull
Who?
No one. Never mind.
Oh! He was aware that his son just suddenly became a cop for some reason?
So what's my new name?
Kaname Date. I hope you like it.
You're definitely not the killer.
Kaname
Right.
Date.
Right? He jokes about it in several routes, he does. He's like, but you're the killer, aren't you?
Nice to meet you, Date.
But then he just forgot he was Falco? I guess maybe his memories weren't in his brain palace? It's very interesting. Listening to the left before you steal them to others. Computer showed me something.
The official you may call her Aiba, the artificial intelligence special agent. She will be your personal computer.
How are you?
Persons analyst. Show me that joke. Falco. 89, aka... Oh. This like zombies, haunted house, and evil crimes. He became an assassin. Assassin by night, officer by day. And this was technically... Oh my god, my brain.
Feeling your head clearing.
So did he knew his name was Falco, or was it just
really
stuff he
want you
forgot
to
after
enjoy
6
the
years?
show. I need you to see it clearly. Awake.
Oh man.
Looking at it.
A route where he goes into depression thinking he's the Cyclops killer? Oof. What happened after we changed minds?
What are you doing? What are you doing? Him! Follow him!
After the sink 6 years ago, I became a parasite in Rohan's body. But the sink only sent data to my brain, peace. But that error did allow me to escape.
No! Stop!
It was Rohan who was accused of injuring Hitomi. Naturally, I went to trial. being the one inside for a violation of firearms law and attempt. However,
He managed to escape to being the Cyclops killer, huh?
Prosecution tried to get him. It was determined. Anyway.
Man, that psychotic smile, though. Oh, do you even know Falco's real name?
More about that, or do you not remember? You've been using other men's names for so long you don't even know your.
It's Yagyu. Hayato Yagyu.
Yes, that's right. You're a Japanese native who worked as a police officer. Imagine. A police officer. I don't think the public would react kindly to that if they. Heads would roll. Departments would fold. There would be shameful suicide.
Damn.
So your superiors decided that erasing every record of your existence was the preferable Hayato Yagyu ceased to, and Falco, the anonymous assassin, was sent to prison, where he was known as Number 89, fitting for a man with no.
Wait, so you became Rohan for a bit. So
Stop right there!
maybe they ran out of time. A lot of stuff. This is already heavy enough.
Rohan in Falco's body.
But maybe, yeah, that could have been an interesting path.
Tried to kill her, but that didn't go very well. He was sent to trial and sentenced to life in prison. It only makes.
Man, I feel like my brain is just not working anymore.
Falco
So
was an assassin
it's like my brain shut down.
murders.
I'm just like trying to absorb it now. I'm not
The
piecing
title
anymore.
Assassin makes it sound so clean. Life in prison was a light sentence. You deserved far worse.
Damn. A killer. A pair of killers right here, huh?
Consider yourself lucky.
Damn. Date. Renju. Yeah, Falco really was Kiritsugu, yeah. They were both. Alright, well, let's try counterattacking then. Off guard. Might be able to make a move, try to sweep, but then. You sure? Oh, he still has the skills as Date.
You have a choice. Iris and Hitomi. Die before these two are at. I would of course prefer that you choose. It would be quite a lonely affair with no one watching. So, what? I'll give you to the count of 1, 2, 3.
No, wait!
What the fuck? Oh! So how much do you know, my guy? I mean, the heavy route where Date's just trying to prove that, you know, he's not the killer. Alright.
Yeah, I'm fine. But are you really Date?
Yeah. How'd you know?
Yeah, someone called Aiba told me about it. It was weird. It was kind of like eavesdropping.
Ah.
Where is she? I don't see her.
Inside his left eye socket.
What's wrong? Sorry, but
Bastard got him.
take this.
Gun.
Do it. Tessa and her mom are in danger, right? Please, save.
Damn. So the Yakuza knows about body snatching? Freaking moment from nowhere. Isolated and someone dies. It's not the killer. Oh, okay. So like, just a path where he just decides just to go away from the investigation while everything explodes all around him. That would have been messed up, but kind of cool. Right? He's like, okay, I think I'm the killer. I'm just gonna isolate myself from the investigation, and then you'll just see things happen as his body start popping up. Man, that would be a very effed up massacre route.
Date, do you like fireworks?
Man, that's gotta be trippy for Iris.
I love them. A brilliant, glimmering fragment of time.
Jesus, that evil villain smile.
The flash begins as a perfectly ordered chemical reaction. that melts into chaos. Human lives are the same, are they not?
Damn it! I can't get into my sight. I can't get any help from Aiba.
Blooming. Scattering in the
It's
moment.
so well, right? He always had that kind of... I always got that feeling his face was very suited.
Single moment.
And it's like, oh... I thought he was just
A unique
that
moment
creepy
that
hero,
never
but no,
happens.
no. This,
That's what makes life beautiful. Don't you think so?
man, Yomiya will want to sue this guy.
But if I miss, I'll hit Iris.
But I've spoken enough. I will show you the most beautiful fireworks you've ever... The scattering of the cerebral plasma, the splattering blood. It's art. Perfect.
Code.
Beautiful art of a lonely moment in
Whenever he got
time.
annoyed, he'd make a really good villain, right?
I want this to burn into your retinas. Well, the one you have left.
Damn it! What do I do? What do I do?
Code, Date. I remember it. You remember it. I swear to God, if we get a multiple choice of the code number, I'm just... Holy shit! Well!
Mizuki!
You bastard! What do you think you're doing to Iris?
Oh, fuck.
Tessa! I'm here to help!
He probably heard everything about her body snatching. Mizuki from Sorry. Shit. Date, that's a gun. Why did you use the gun? Shit. There we go. But Date, you were given a rifle. Holy shit. Yuki's no hard bar mode. Oh, Date, holy shit. Yeah, he's in his assassin body. Christ.
Did you find him?
No! I can't find him anywhere!
Where the hell is he?
Full out, right? Are you okay?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Go save.
Foot.
I'm fine. This is not. Stop worrying
Alright, when?
Some girl named Aiba told me I heard everything.
about the mind swapping too.
Oh man, that's gotta be trippy. Oh my god, poor Iris is just gonna be like, I wanna know how his skull didn't crack after falling a full floor down and landing on his neck. Shadow just went. I mean, my god. More about Aiba in there. I have a feeling Aiba is being attacked by ravaged by a virus computer. She doesn't have long. But poor Iris is gotta be freaking confused as hell. Really?
From so
Ah,
Uncle, it's really you, right?
it's his head like a baseball bat left him. Right? Just smacked him, and then like when he fell. Yeah, 220 pounds. Can't think about him right now. Came to help.
Yeah, if I didn't come, who would?
Oh, but don't flatter yourself, Date. We didn't come here for you.
Damn, Mizuki.
We're here to save Iris and Hitomi.
Right. Got it.
Alright, in this route, we don't... we're a pretty crappy parent. Alright, how do we get to where we need to go? He didn't get brain damage after getting piped?
Did he go through the...
I didn't hear. Is he still nearby? Maybe?
Well, nope, look, I couldn't see him anywhere.
That's
The control room. Oh, they're in there!
Date!
Hitomi? Hitomi!
No rescues this time, huh?
Iris!
It seems I have an even bigger audience now. That's fine. Having more spectators will be a treat. You all want to see, don't you? The fire... Oh. So you don't want to see the fireworks? Fine. Date, drop your weapon. I promise I'll put the fireworks on hold. I'll even release it.
He's lying!
Don't do it!
Throw down your gun.
Why are you threatened?
Ah, you don't intend to take me up on my generous proposal?
Yeah, why did they look better after being smacked around?
You
Yeah.
want to shoot me and do, but you only get one. You have to kill me with one bullet. If you don't, the fireworks, and I will blow this woman's brains into the sky. What will it be, Tate? What will you...
No. Pulling the trigger is just a bad ending, huh? I know exactly what I'm supposed to do.
However, you aren't out of the woods. You have to throw your gun down. You have... If that weapon is still in your hands, I'll stop.
1 minute, very generous.
If any of you move, let's begin. Ready? 59.
Date, look! It's that girl I told.
Aiba.
Date, as I mentioned, the surge of electricity, I cannot administer a pair. However, self-destruct.
Knew it.
Let us determine a code. Command 4-1. If you issue this...
No, that's... The number will be... If I give you the second command with it...
What is...
How about if I tell...
A lie?
Something that's... If I say something
Is your data stored in the cloud?
Unfortunately, that date I'm speaking to you using only...
Then, if your body is destroyed...
Correct. I will be destroyed.
10,
Say it, Date.
6,
Date!
2...
Dang, alright.
You are even more of an idiot than I... Do I look like the kind of man who keep... Now you get to see 5 fireworks. If you didn't drop your gun, it would have only been 1. You understand? After I dispose of this woman, I will pop their heads as well. I can't believe you did that. Fortunately for you, you won't have long to regret it. Yes. Yes. The burning in your eye. I see it now.
Well, we all saw this coming though. I but didn't have...
Isa, watch this woman die. See her brain burn like fireworks.
Aiba, can you hear me?
Yes.
We don't have
Aiba
a
time.
choice.
Aiba.
Command 41205.
Okay.
I...
No.
I hate you, Aiba. I hate you, and I never want to see you again.
Second command confirmed. I understand.
Drew a new eyebrows at the last minute, yeah.
Be seeing you.
You could have told a better lie. Could have gone out with like, oh shit! Everybody's traumatized. Right? Could have been nice. They could have said, I hate porno mags. Well, I knew when this path started that that's how things were gonna crack out, but yeah. Well, now he doesn't.
Has Aiba always been in your left eye?
Yep.
thought you'd be jealous.
Huh? Thank you so much, Uncle.
No, don't thank me. Thank my partner.
Mr. Falco. It is you, Falco. Right?
Damn! He's messed up. Just start making those crazy faces.
You
Yeah.
shouldn't call me that. I am Kaname Date, MPD, Special Investigation Team Abyss. Sinker.
Huh. Yay! So he just... Man, things are weird. So is he gonna still be roommates with Mizuki? Or is he gonna go back with his promise as Falco and move in with Hitomi? And just be a big family? Fake punching the air. Just give me something. 3 months later. Give me something. We lost Aiba. I need something. Jesus. Well, at least not everybody lost their bodies. This is a cleaner ending. But, eye patch time?
Uncle, your left eye.
Oh, this?
Hmm?
It's just a prosthetic.
It's not Aiba.
It doesn't bother me.
Oh, good.
Wait. But Iris still doesn't have much time left. How are you?
As you can see, I'm great. Hop, hop. Kangaroo goes hop.
Wait, 3 months later? So they managed to get the funds to get her fixed up?
I'm glad the surgery went
Oh,
well.
she did get the surgery. Ah.
The nanomachines went pew pew and bzz bzz and got rid of all the tumors.
Ah.
At least, that's what I think they sound like.
Ah.
And anyway, everything is fine now. The doctor even said I can dance again.
Ah.
That's the most important thing.
All thanks to the boss.
Ah.
She paid for the treatment. Can you believe it?
Ah! Not exactly true. Boss didn't pay out of pocket. It was confidential transfer of funds from the main office. Ah, so paid it. Knows everything about the original and new Cyclops killings now. Not just her, Hitomi, Mizuki, Ota, Moma. They all know. Date enters that Karanari club now. Will Reika stop dumping him? I don't think he would, though. He still has... Well, then again, it's like, what is his current relationship with Mayumi? I can't imagine that's not going to be awkward. Because he did promise ask Falco to live together. Yeah, he got... Now that you know, he got a bit of... Yeah. Although...
I owe it to the shrine.
Although I am rather surprised that no one who knows who 89 is just gonna like, oh yeah, he's... Because technically Falco did still murder all those people as
He ate
himself.
the fruit of immortality in a dream somewhere.
Then I guess you're immortal, huh?
We'll see 50 years from now.
Where's Mizuki?
You know, if we had some fishing line and gum.
Ah, they had the same line of
I
thought.
thought you'd be an offering box thief.
No, you've got it all wrong.
Alright, what happens if you talk to the receptionist? Ah,
I
that
swallowed a
ending.
goldfish. I'm trying to get it out by swallowing some fishing line.
It's quite a criminy if that line led to him reflecting. Yeah, Falco has like 18 kids. Yeah, he's
Sure your brain is fully recovered?
damn. I swallowed a goldfish? Looks rather foam. Mizuki. Oh, Mizuki knocked one of those down and it's...
What?
Huh? No one was there.
Is something wrong?
No, I just felt like it. What? Heard someone talking.
Was that the Buddha?
What?
There's no one else here.
Pray
What are you doing?
Praying Mantis Fist! Mizuki taught me.
Not sure what that has to do with anything. Should really be doing that?
Oh man, Uncle, have you heard this story? A long time ago when I came to this shrine with Mizuki,
Oh no.
she started washing out her belly button in the Chozuya. Someone told her that's what you do.
I wonder who that could be.
Is that right? Do you know what it says?
When listening to music on your smartphone with wireless earphones.
God damn, she really is freaking Date's daughter.
You must be sure it is and that's what it says.
That is absolutely not what it says.
3 months and they still haven't withered. No one around. Man.
These statues are supposed to be inspired by sphinxes from
Explains why they share that one brain cell, yeah?
India, then China.
Really? I didn't.
I feel bad because I would have loved to have seen new Date hanging with not only Iris and Mizuki, but yeah, in this timeline, Christ. And I don't know how I feel now that I know about, you know, Saito's body. Ugh.
You've been looking at that rope for a while.
No reason.
Yeah. At least 18, you're right. Really? Being tied up in ropes though. Oh my god. Do you like my new body?
The way you are now is more familiar for me anyway, so my old uncle is back, you know?
Poor Mizuki though.
Besides, I don't care what you're always uncle to me. Isn't that how it should be? To judge by our hearts and not by our appearance?
I'm sure if he was still in Rohan's
So,
body, I'd be judged.
That ugly, huh?
Damn.
No, it's a rugged kind of handsome.
Damn. Ugh.
Because of the memories. I wanted to come here with Uncle again.
Searched for 6 years, huh?
Ratty cake, baker's man.
Fit in that darkness.
Eat a cake as fast as you can. Had it, poke it, fill it with fruit. Put it in the oven. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I win! Yay!
So is this the best ending?
By the way, I still don't have the answer.
What question?
When am I gonna hear good news from you two?
Oh no.
When will Uncle be my dad?
Oh no. Turn away without answering. There out in the distance, something caught my eye. Winter iris is in full bloom. Sorry, Iris. I think things are a bit too confusing now.
Well, let's get going.
One more contestant. Ah,
Yeah,
the
we
receptionist?
still have a lot of people to see.
Yesterday, Iris was discharged from the hospital. Iris said she wanted to see everyone who visited her. A little embarrassed to go by herself, so I promised to take her.
We also have to get home.
Home?
Shovel Forge.
If you try it, I'm leaving.
I'm kidding. But we do have a date, don't we?
Yes, so let's get away. Well, I guess a real contestant would be. Well, then again, Aiba isn't around anymore because then I'm like, when it comes to Date Bowl.
We had 3 months ago isn't over yet.
God damn.
So let's go.
Alright, so I guess this is the best ending, quote unquote. God damn. Guess we can pop into Lemon Skate and see where this goes. What with the receptionist friend? God, are they gonna ask like who the heck he is? Oh, there he is. Because of something that happened this morning, Mizuki and I are in something in a Cold War. She won't even look at me. Both stubborn, neither of them wants to apologize first. Huge breath, I hear a voice say from deep in my heart. The huge breath.
Excuse me?
You might not remember, but 3 months ago, I called to ask you about Renju, and you told me about Sunfish Pocket. You really helped me out. Thank you.
Okay. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, not her type, huh?
You want to go to a Tommy with me?
Oh.
But Tommy, why?
Well...
Oh no. Excuse me?
I want to rub them. Oh, I could rub them all day.
What?
You're too curvy, tight.
Oh! My shoulder! Oh my god, thank you. I've had so many knots lately. Perfect timing. Go ahead. I'd love a shoulder rub.
God, this is gonna be so awkward. Move behind the receptionist to rub her shoulders and set back down. With Dookie and Iris stared at me the whole time. Their icy gaze pierced my very soul. We got offered. I don't know what. Maybe she is also aware of different timelines. Damn. I see letters at the bottom. Fisherman with cormorant and dandelion.
Which part is the dandelion and which part is the cormorant?
Oh.
It's a Thyreocephalus orthodoxus.
Yay! You too.
I know this stuff.
Oh no! Yay! What the hell do you pronounce? How the hell do you pronounce it?
It's a Thyreocephalus orthodoxus.
I'm not gonna try. Oh sweet Jesus! Really? All right. I'ma just pop a save real quick. All right, let's get the other joke ending then. Hold me.
Hold me! Hold me tight! Hold me tight!
My good fellow, feeling a bit worse for wear, are you? Worry not. I shall embrace you.
Oh no.
No, not you!
There he is. I was wondering who was he. Wait, weren't you? You were another timeline.
A taxi driver.
Have we met?
Well, let me see.
Oh, he's from the. He's.
I don't think we've ever crossed paths.
Ah, we never crossed paths in this
I have an
timeline.
excellent memory. I usually remember my cut, but I cannot place your face.
Oh. I look different. Wait, you didn't even meet in the same timeline. You're just chilling?
I have an appointment to wait upon. I was told.
Probably office back there.
That's an old Yankichi cinema video.
Oh, Yankichi Cinema.
That's like so rare.
Who?
What?
How do you all know who that is?
How do you on? The Dark Side of Public Safety. I'll give that a read.
By the way, did you want to introduce me?
To the table?
Did you forget? You wanted me to meet this table.
That's like, huh. Does having a new face change
3
at all?
months ago, you asked me to say hello
It's a
to
different.
us, so...
It's a different charm. I feel like past on like Saito's face and Falco's face appeal to very different groups.
You idiot.
Damn.
I love those tapioca balls.
That's boba.
Same brain cell. Love it. Alright. Understandably. Yeah!
Yeah.
I extend my hand like a sword, ready to strike.
You want to fight me?
Oh shit. Take it like a joke. I better not fight her. I won't get coworkers comp for that. You can go to Lemonsky. Yo!
Yo!
Hello!
Hello. How are you?
Creepy
God damn. Can you ask why she's here?
Uncle wants to know why you're here. No particular reason. Am I not allowed to be here? I inherited Daddy's stock at Lemnis. This is my company now. Isn't it natural that I be here? That's what she said.
Oh, this is so weird. How have she been?
Uncle wants to know how you've been lately.
Damn, she's CEO.
Don't know? Even though we live together?
Oh, they're still living together.
Of course you don't know, because we barely talk. Even after you've officially adopted me, you don't have any sense of responsibility.
Damn.
That's what she said.
God damn it, Date.
Uncle wants to know if you're going to graduate soon.
He adopted, yeah? Oh, but the Mizuki ending.
Just buy me a new junior high uniform and hire a tutor. I want to go to a good school and a new smartphone and a new iron pipe. That's what she said. Can you cut this out already? What happened?
Breakfast this morning. I made the eggs over easy.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well, that's not so bad.
No, that's not it. I made the eggs over easy, and then Date.
How can I eat eggs like that? I want my eggs over well. Burned to the pan on the bottom and chewy on top.
Oh my god, they're fighting over
Why
breakfast.
don't you just eat an eraser?
An eraser would taste better than what you served.
Oh. Oh no.
You shouldn't say that about Mizuki's cooking. That's mean.
Plus, I am more fond of my eggs over easy myself.
You're in the wrong here, Uncle. Why don't you be honest and apologize?
Mizuki is the one who should be honest. I'm like her hero.
What?
What?
When I was in the hospital, you were crying like a baby. Oh, I can't live without Dante. That's what you said.
No, I didn't.
That was a different
In the
timeline.
hospital.
Yes, I was. Was I not?
Different timeline. Different
Why
timeline.
don't you just make up already?
What is going on with Date?
If Date keeps his promise, I will.
Promise?
The unagi.
Oh shit.
You said you would take me.
Oh?
Oh, that. Yeah, not yet.
What? What?
Okay, fine. Soon.
You promise?
Promise.
The alternate timeline thing. Yeah, it's cropping up a lot.
I'm glad you two are being civil again.
Anyway, should we head out?
Yeah. All right, Mizuki. See you soon.
See you.
Take her with us. What's up with this? God damn it. Oh, Soul's still alive in this timeline, huh? No, wait, is he? My brain is not working. I wish to exchange Iris and from the game. I just realized. Alright, shoot, Matilin. Yeah, if you see page Iris. Did he? Well, Boss said he got a. Had to pull some strings with the government since we had so many people who knew, and this was their deal. Oh shit.
Date, honey, who is this?
Have I not introduced her before?
Oh, yeah. This is the wrong timeline.
I'm Iris Sagan. Nice to meet. I'm a net idol from Lemniscape.
A virgin? I'm just saying, sweetie. You look like you don't know a lot of men.
If we adopt Iris too, Mizuki's always gonna win arguments because they're gonna team up. Ah, that's cute. That is a fact. But it would be nice to have the four of them be a family, though. Yes, he can always, you know.
And what about you, Mama?
Me? I'm a fairy godmother, honey, because I associate with fairies and am an older, motherly woman. Wait a minute. Who are you calling old?
You are.
Wow, she's not gonna even blink about Date looking so damn different.
Salsicha? What is that?
It's what Italians say when they find a seat for their friend Sal.
Salsicha?
Sausage.
It's sausage. Ah. You alright?
You're So's bodyguard.
Who are you?
Recognize this face.
Matter. Talking about So? Quit that gig long.
Look at my game and man got me wanting kid, making me want kids. Ah.
You quit?
You jerk it, look. Ah.
That guy fucking sucks. I punched him in the face and quit.
Damn. You okay?
You're drunk, aren't you?
I'm...
From the look of you, you're pretty good at hiding.
Mama! Tits! Whoops.
Oh, shit.
Tip. I got a big tip. If he gives me one more drink.
Don't you think you've had enough?
No. No.
Oh, you're lucky I'm in a good mood. Fine. One more round, okay?
Yay.
Oh, God. Thanks, Ragnar. Ragnar being a homie. But, oh, Jesus. When you're in love with a married man. Oh, no. Not the NTR.
Date, honey, do you still ever drink so much beer that you start, leaking?
Leaking?
Leaking beer? No, that has never happened, ever.
I'm pretty sure it has. Izuki was telling me.
Oh, shit.
That was the old me, not anymore.
Again, I love how everybody's just so casual. Alright, I can turn the brightness back to normal because we're not in, you know, in bosses, not even bosses, in Saito bosses' mind palace.
Insertion videos I think you'd like, Date.
What's she talking about?
Medical training video. For getting temperatures, you know?
Oh.
Yes. You what? Yes. Temperature. How about things for the past 3 months?
I can't say much. The public thinks our Ren killed Shoko.
Right.
And then number 89 busted out of jail and killed...
That's technically what happened.
Then he goes and commits suicide by blowing up his own head.
Damn.
That's
Body
what the
control
news
baby
reports
mode,
have been
yeah.
saying. I know there's more to it than that, but...
Right, we told him his body had gone forever. Body I was in for the past 6 years. Head office will never admit that publicly. The body was, at the time, the body was thought to be that of Detective Kanami Date. So they tweaked things a little bit and pinned everything on 89, so he committed suicide at an old factory. Only Kanami Date managed to survive. I guess that is technically true. That's not really the truth. But the real thing is... How are you?
As you can see, I'm a little tight, honey.
How could I see that?
You want to?
I do. I want to see.
No.
Do you even know what she's referring to?
Huh?
Tight?
Iris, let me introduce you to Mama's little brother.
Oh, that's the fridge!
God damn it, Dot.
Spare me, honey. I don't want to hear it. If I hear the truth, I'm only going to have more questions.
Right? Tight.
There are a lot of things.
What is tight and where is tight? And I don't think I need to know. Ugh. Oh, he just pops in.
Looking exactly like number 89. They say that your face got hurt real bad in the explosion.
Ah.
They had to put you under the knife for plastic surgery to save you. Your face turned out like that by chance.
Ah. Does that explain the
That's
voice?
What happened, right? Tell me it is.
Might as well.
More complicated than that, I will lose my mind.
Okay, Ragnar. Yeah, no. It's that. It's exactly that. Let's not. Headband.
Hey, Iris, I've been wondering. What's with your headband?
Oh, this? It kept my brain tumor from spreading.
Oh.
I don't really need it anymore, but I feel naked without it, you know?
Oh. So when he took off her headband, he saw her tumor. In the timeline where he didn't even know about it. Well, Ragnar, all started with the cauldron. Oh, sweet Jesus, let's not talk about the cauldron. What are you... Bonito.
It's not bonito.
Okay.
And what is it?
Part of the man who cheated on me.
Oh.
Chopped him up and dried and smoked the flesh.
You're joking, right?
Am I?
Well, I'm horrified. I think... Yes, I think I'm,
We should head out.
I think we're gonna step out now.
Oh, leaving so soon?
Gotta visit a lot of
I'll
people.
be back as long as you have information for me.
Oh, enough work. You should come in sometime for pleasure, honey.
Sure, Mama. See you soon.
Even if Dante got a different faith, I guess the explanation is maybe his vocal cords got burned too. But still. Iris is gonna have nightmares after this. Iris is not gonna think about it. Dante is gonna have nightmares after this. My mama is a zombie and Iris is Somnium. Oh, right! That whole thing was kind of weird. Oh
I'm
shit!
seriously so happy for you, Tessa.
Oh, okay.
It's thanks to you, Ota. If you didn't help me back then.
No, really, I didn't do
Wait,
much.
Ota, why are you here instead of your diner?
Risked my life to save you. It's a total exaggeration to say that I'm literally responsible for, you know, saving your life.
Ahem. MoMA got shot for Iris, and that. No, it's still gold. It's still gold.
Chair plays music.
A rocking chair?
Nope. The correct answer is a love seat. With me and Tessa in it.
What?
Will you marry me?
No.
No. I was about to flip my lid. No, he's still gold.
Which girl do you like, Uncle?
I don't judge on appearances.
Lies.
It's what's here that matters.
Lies. It's Reika. Place my palm to my chest.
The tits.
Wrong.
The tits. The tits.
I feel like this is potential. Hold on. I'm gonna pop a fade. That seems like. I don't know how or why, what context you will ever be able to use that as a soundbite, but yeah, the Twitch integrated drawing system.
The tits.
Oh my god, that delivery. Oh my god. Oh. Lowering in customers, hitting them right in the wallet. Men here are likely to see Davy Jones soon. Well, that's goddamn bleak. Mermaids robbing their customers of their money, legally, of course. Eel sucking game 50.
What is that?
5,281
The
yen.
mermaids start eating the eel from both ends.
Oh. Like 5,280 yen, so that's roughly 52 bucks? Roughly? The conversion is now nearly
Your lips touch.
50 bucks for a kiss,
It's real
huh?
for perverts, basically.
Ah.
So far, no one's ever been able to do it.
Yeah, I feel like that would be crossing some kind of line. It's covered in stickers. He was here 3 months ago and must not have much to do. I hate seafood. Are they all brothers or something? Customers who look like brothers are sitting here. Well, I have a preference for sushi myself, so to each their own. Wooden chair, table, wooden box, trident, oil drum, lifesaver.
Looks looks like a lifesaver, right? But it's actually a particle accelerator coated in white chocolate.
What the hell? Alright, Gordon Ramsay time. What? It's... Oh wow, Gordon Ramsay got chilled, or his line cook. Oh, 1 second. I think I saw a pop-up. Okay, didn't show up on stream. That's good. Whatever. Apparently, Sosajima was in the Fish Pocket when it was reserved. Yeah, Line Cook is getting moving up in the world. There was? When it was reserved, so he was placed there? Maybe, but I don't remember that particular detail. Huh. Hi, hello.
Ota told me. Plastic surgery, right? I kind of like this face. More than the other one.
Oh no. One of the customer surgery. Okay, that is a bit much. Oh. Oh my.
You're good at your job.
Please come again.
Oh. Ouch. Ah, no eyeball to see her skeleton, huh? That was always weird. Now that Iris is healthy, he's overjoyed. Shadows.
Shadows.
Thread, silhouette, ASAP.
Fears.
Upset, regret, ASAP.
God damn, he's like a robot.
Wet, sweat, ASAP.
ASAP, you bet. I can't believe you remembered that, Uncle. I'm so happy.
I said most of it.
Damn. Oh, that never had a chance. How have you been?
I've been doing good. I'm delivering newspapers in the mornings, working as a janitor during the day, and writing at night.
Oh shit, he got his shit together?
I might just be the hardest working 20-something in Japan.
No. Not even close, my man. Like, have you heard about the work culture in Japan? My god. Yeah, she's just sitting. She's standing right there. He's not the biggest piece, but he's still kind of, yeah. I have a good reason why the X-ray skeleton was a thing, I feel like.
I don't know about that.
Really, though?
Nah, you're doing alright.
I've got to be, like, in the top 3 in Tokyo alone.
The two of them were standing, are right there, Oda. I thought of kicking his ass, but I didn't think it would take. I guess he's gotta be Ulta, even though he's a little better. I have a brain, it's fucked up. He may have thought the human skeleton is similar to a dead body. Oh, maybe it was some. Well, then again, it didn't really take, so that's the thing. I think he was more empty space than leftover Saito, which is why the whole memory
I'm
happened.
actually exhausted right now, but I can't look tired in front of Tessa. Anyway, how are you?
I guess I'm alright.
Big hips. Big hips.
Your left eye,
The endorphins with X-rays and like Date.
It's fake. I can't see anything out of it, and it doesn't talk.
Huh? So, what a tragedy.
Kill him! Kill him! Bullet! Right in his head.
Tragedy?
Tragedy, huh?
Yeah.
Get me a photo of a newspaper. I want to smack him in the face.
She was so cute. What a waste.
My dude.
That's why.
If she were real, I would marry her.
Tessa is like right there. I will always hate your fan. All that. I always will. Fuck it.
You would not survive the attempt.
You would not.
What do you mean?
Ota, what are you seeing? In front of Iris?
Oh, Tessa, I was kidding. It was a joke.
Yeah, on camera.
It's fine, I don't care.
Damn.
Goodness.
I don't think that's what she means.
Damn. What? How's it going with everybody?
You didn't know? I made lots of friends working here part-time. Sup, girl?
Oh right, we didn't come here in this current timeline.
Girl?
We broke her illusions and didn't escape with her. No.
Excuse me? Ota, you can't just say that.
Alright, we're heading out.
Well, Ota,
Aw, you're going already?
I can see you anytime I want, right? That Matsushita?
You'll come?
Yeah, I want you to make me your omelet rice again.
This did not happen in this timeline.
Awesome. Stop by any time.
Not even gonna question how that. Pretty sure that did not happen in this timeline. We did not need to feed Iris because we broke her illusion. Alright, I'm gonna leave these three for last. Alright, let's go mess with everybody else. Alright, let's go visit. Yeah. Every time Ulta gets a +1, he gets like a -1.5. just who Ulta is, I guess.
Oh, Tessa, your surgery went well, didn't it? Ota told me all about it.
Oh.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Oh.
Who is this?
Oh,
I'm close friends with Ota, ma'am.
Is that right?
So they finally got her a nurse. That's good. Oh, so Ota's...
Taking care of my boy.
So Ota... Yeah, Ota is earning enough to have a nurse and got her mother a nurse? That's actually pretty good.
hey, that's my big sister.
What?
That's an autograph from Young Kichi Cinema.
Okay, seriously, who is that?
That was the thing that was showing. What? This is an old poster, so I'm guessing her older sister is like, there's an age gap between siblings kind of thing.
What? Uncle, this is serious.
Yes.
It's a round chair.
And have you
Okay.
run out of things to comment on?
That's a yes. BRT. Nothing's playing.
Hey, do you know what they say about bees? If you imitate a cat to a lucky cat statue, it'll grant you happiness.
Oh.
Is that right?
Yep, no doubt about it. It worked for me.
Ah, yes.
Salt, pepper, a blend of red cayenne and spices, and an unidentified liquid.
Is it just soy sauce? Homemade soy sauce. Yeah! Finally! I love how, like,
Rhoda Kazuaki's
got
rib
this
roast with soy sauce.
OST ASAP. I mean, ASAP. Yeah.
Rhoda Kazuaki? No, that says cold teriyaki.
Ah.
We could get some really fatty steaks out of that.
The calendar?
Cow render.
Yeah, we just knew this was the nurse
It's
here, I
just
think.
a really big watch for my husband. Kidding. His arm is normal size.
Dude look like Popeye, though. But, huh. The gears have stopped turning. Not unlike Mayumi. Alright. Cold teriyaki. I guess we've been reading it wrong the whole time, right? Alright, nurse. Why? You're
the nurse from Central Hospital.
Well, yes.
looks like the nurse. Yeah, that was the Renju's nurse.
Have we met?
My face is a little different from
Why
one
are
of
you
this.
here?
I came to deliver Mayumi's medication. The pharmacist sent me.
Ah, she's getting medication?
Ring, 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 ring. Shh, shh.
Hello?
Don't pick it up.
You seem pretty happy.
Association of Nurse Actresses. I got a call from my director this morning. They're giving me more lines.
She's the same person. Only named Hospital and
I used to
Glory.
have a bit part during the opening scene, but now I have lines at the end too.
Damn.
I'm really happy about that.
That's wonderful, sweetie.
Oof. We never got your name.
Hanayo Nasu. It will be Hanayo Yogano next month.
Ooh, congrats.
You're getting married?
Yes.
That is so wonderful.
Thank you.
About Ota.
Ota? That boy is a handful of trouble, I tell you.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Yeah, that's right. Ota can be really heroic and brave when the time calls for it.
Yeah, in his own way. 99% of life is not when time calls for it. Yeah.
Oh, you're praising my boy. Maybe I should give you a meal on the house.
Oh. Ow. God damn. I don't know why, but that kind of hurt. Guess who she's getting married to? Oh, she's getting married to one of the Yakuza dudes, right? Or am I tripping? Recently fell in love and lost a lot of weight. Log. Yagano. Right. There he is. Dang, congrats. I do love how, like, consistent a lot of things are, though.
The
What?
lunch rush is always crazy. My husband and I are working hard. We never get any time to rest.
What? Ah, she's gone. Brain dysfunction. Learned it just before the incident 3 months ago. Closed up, and her husband already passed away. It turned out even the most advanced medical technology cannot cure her dementia. Medicine helps her manage the symptoms. No odd, but brings Mayumi happiness. To her husband's still alive, and her diner is still in business. That's... I don't know if she remembers me. I look different than I did 3 months ago. She did ask who I was, after all. And he's shorter, too. It's okay to say this, but... Even if I might own my body, she might ask the same thing. But she does remember Iris. Is that because she's Ota's friend? I think the underground mob doctor is also that Yakuza member. Interesting! He's at the top, does a lot of housework. His hobbies include dissection. He would know the nurse because he's a doctor too. Ah, maybe. And his skills are suturing. You might be on to something there. Oh, it's such a neat little detail. Iris.
I visited her in the hospital.
Yeah, I remember.
I was so charmed by her.
Oh, stop. You're making me blush.
I had no idea she was such a nice girl.
Oh. Oh, I think my brain just clicked something else. You remember that weirdness scene with Mayumi and the knife, and then Iris just took it from her? That was Saito Iris.
You thought I was a witch or something before, right?
Don't remind me. I was so off, but now I'm a...
Thank you.
Criminy. The French whore.
She's so cute and fashionable.
Hipster.
She's such a nice lady.
Lady?
Oh, sorry. Big sister, right?
Or maybe mother-in-law?
Who?
You might be calling me that one day.
Who?
I don't think so.
No.
Well, let's get going.
You can dream.
Goodbye.
Thank you for helping my son. He needs friends like you.
In every root, Iris is evil, except for the Mizuki mute root. Nah. Well, no, not exactly. Let's see. Dead in every root? Yeah. Fair. Well, I mean, maybe she might make it into Mizuki root. Well, then again, maybe not. It's curious. Yeah, she definitely does get crazed in most routes. This one, she straight up just dies in Dante's arms because he just cannot make it in time. This one, she got cut in half. This one... Oh my god. Wait a minute. And this one... She switches with Soul. So Soul is the most cursed who is right, Ulta. For Ulta, I'm convinced that... And she still survives. No. Here's the thing though. In Ulta's route, Soul Sojima was found in a vase, which means that technically in Ulta's route, she's inside Boss's body by this point. So the one who's unconscious, and the reason why I think Ulta was holding a hospital, because he knew it was Iris who was the killer. Not sure. That's a good theory, though. Because my theory is that by the time you save Iris from the saw, right? Or when she gets cut in half, Saito's already in Soul's body at this point. So as you're going along this path, right? In this ending, you shoot, in Miyuki's ending, you shoot Soul. And presumably, before he got a chance to switch over... Yeah, you shoot Soul before he had a chance to switch over to Boss. But in this Ulta ending, you find Soul's cut up body missing his eye. So the body switch already occurred with someone else. So in Ulta's timeline, Iris has Soul inside her mind palace. God, that's so fucked. And the original Iris is in Reiji's dead body, Renju's dead body. Christ, fringe horror. My brain, yeah. So yeah. So I have this weird feeling that eventually it's just gonna loop back into the massacre route. I'm gonna miss Kamakura, then Abyss, and then we'll meet Soul last. Yes, the soul that lives is Soul Sojima. That's fucked. Because Renju Iris is long dead.
Dante, let me tell you something. God exists.
Criminy.
Tessa was in the hospital. I pray to this shrine every day.
My dude. Hold on, let me check if the volume isn't too crazy. Looking at the slider, okay, it's manageable. Let me know if it's too loud though. I'll be happy to knock it down.
And guess what?
Yep.
My prayers
I thought
worked.
it was boss. Let you loop back to the with extra step. Yep, there will still be Soul Iris. Right, Soul is seen kissing Iris. Right in the Iris. Oh my god. between Zoe, so Jean was actually kissing Monica, not Iris? Maybe. Because we saw this inside Iris's mind of Iris kissing Soul. So that could either be Monica kissing Soul in Saito's Mind Palace, or a weird analogy of body switching, because by the time you get to Iris in that route, it's already Saito.
God must have been listening.
Are you crying?
Are you
No, dumbass. I don't cry.
Oh, yeah, though you're most familiar with different routes, I think. Yes. Yeah, he can't really kill in front of you. Yeah. Huh.
I don't.
The one you're most familiar with in different routes, doesn't get that. Can't kill him in front of you. Huh.
Yeah, you're crying.
Yeah.
Thank you, God.
Damn.
Thank you for saving Tessa.
You have that in the game. Yeah, I feel like some pieces don't quite fit, but it has such a good delivery of everything that you're just gonna have to, you know. But yeah, oof.
Anyway, what are you doing here?
I love how he's not even hiding that he's a fan.
Wanted to see you when she left the hospital.
Tessa, you didn't have to come see me.
I really wanted to see you.
Oh, well, in that case, yes, of course. I am here.
Are you wearing the right size?
Shut up! None of your business. Lost a lot of weight, okay?
You look like you're dying.
He does.
I'm not.
You really should see a doctor.
I am a doctor. Right. I wish some roofs wish. I wish so. Oh, so this is the end, huh?
Tessa, believe it or not, I am a doctor.
Ah, he's the mob doctor.
Seriously?
He doesn't look like it, but he really is a doctor.
They come to me when they don't want to go to a real hospital.
So...
Yeah, he's our mob doctor.
And he fixed up Iris. And God knows how many people. Name?
Why would I tell you?
I want to know too.
I'll tell you. My name is Yogano.
He lost all that weight because of a girl.
Oh, is it the nurse?
Yeah, some nurse at Central.
Ah, so we just met her.
Really?
Huh. Never would have thought.
Surprisingly good together. Achievement get. So, because I'm very curious what Ota was holding a knife.
Hang 10 dudes.
That's a surfer.
Sofa, surfer. Ah, same brain cells. Who's
That's
smoking?
a real big contact lens.
That's an ashtray.
While opening your jacket and sitting on a public train, make sure it doesn't accidentally touch the person next to you. How specific. Huh. I guess that is a mildly route. Third, A-set live solo performance. Wow. I guess he's just accepted.
Do they have chocolate and pastries over there?
You're thinking of a patisserie.
Trusted Baby Iris by Renju about 18 years ago. Right? Like what happened after Annihilation? Oh my god. Would be interesting to see where it goes because, again, like we talked about earlier, I mean, if I start gangsters new best. Maybe. Yeah, as I said before, some of the pieces don't quite click.
Uncle, let's make our date exciting until the end, okay? We wouldn't want to get too tangled up together.
Excuse?
You're right. You would.
Wait a minute. Date?
Oh, there it goes. I was like, what happened? About MoMA.
Mr. Kumakura? I think he's really nice.
Of course I am.
About that ring.
Oh my god. Damn. Iris trying to play him? Wonder if the A-set figure is still in the safe. Oh right, we can't.
Hey, Iris, about these lanterns.
Yeah?
Is anything a candle reminds you of?
Wait.
Is it a dick?
No, come on. You weren't supposed to say it.
Wait, I guess it didn't happen in this timeline. Wait. You okay?
Do I look alright?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard you got plastic surgery. You look better than before. It suits you.
Huh. Not sure how to take that compliment. Well, yeah, Dante always did have this rugged personality. Yeah, peak despair. Want to see where that can be the bad. I love that ending. Yeah. It's so morbidly fascinating. Dante never changes. Right? In fact, I guess you can, again, I guess that's freaking length, right? Wedding.
Wedding.
Dress! Bless! Tessa!
Imaging.
Compress. Process. Tessa!
Oh no, he converted them.
Redress, transgress, Tessa.
Oh god, he converted them.
Idol superstar!
Oh.
A set, you bet.
Wow! That's really cool!
What did you do to these guys?
Yeah, what happened?
Just a little propaganda.
Damn.
Sun up to sundown, I made him watch your videos, Tessa.
Oh. Oh fuck. He clockwork orange them, huh? Oh, that's messed
They
up.
got addicted!
I think that's more Stockholm syndrome than addiction.
Tessa! I'm so honored to meet you. Is it okay if I shake your hand?
You bastard! What makes you think you're good enough to touch her hand?
It's fine. It's just a handshake.
Damn. I think it's time to go. Oh, sweet Jesus, that face. Fat one ran out with a work near the highs. Oh no, they've been brainwashed. Slowly.
So soft.
Try to enjoy. Damn.
What?
Oh no.
He fainted.
He broke.
Too much excitement, I guess.
Harris became the new Yuji Sakima. Damn. Damn. Well, oh. He, I guess he's just down for the count. Wow. How's the injury?
Injury?
You got shot 3 months ago.
That was just a scratch. Didn't even hurt. I'm all good now.
Damn, you tough. Alright, Rohan.
Don't talk to me about that guy anymore. I know he was a murderer, a real piece of shit, but we were brothers. I can't be mad at him no matter how much he deserves it. But I can't just forgive him either.
That
you know?
ring. That detail that's never explained. I think it's just associated with being the boss, maybe. Maybe.
So I figured, fuck it. It's better to just forget about him.
That's a good attitude to have, huh? 100% symbol of authority given by the Yuchi family, yep.
Anyway, sorry to...
Dante, wait! Before you go, I have one...
Oh boy, here it comes.
Let me guess. Alright.
This is hard for me to get out, but...
Yeah, spare me. You want to see Iris's panties, right?
Oh god, not again.
Panties? I never asked for something like that.
Damn.
What do you want?
Puff puff.
Give me a second, please. Oh no, no, the corner. Oh,
I'm sorry.
I want Tessa to puff puff me. You know what I'm saying? Just shove my face in there.
oh dear God. Oh,
Just.
Are you kidding me?
I didn't think she's built that way.
You know what? Fine, I'll ask.
Dante, you're a real friend.
Okay, man.
All right. Close your eyes.
Yeah.
Who's motorboating him?
Yes.
Good, yeah. Stay still. Do not open your eyes, okay?
Promise.
Alright, so what is he motorboating?
You ready?
It was supposed to be the fat guy, but he fainted.
Okay, let's do it. 3, 2, 1.
Ha!
Whoa, Dante! I've never felt so alive! All these shitty years of my life have been worth it for this moment.
Boss.
Boss.
Let's go.
I don't know what's going on, but okay.
This is amazing! I am living!
Yeah, no, we got it. Let's dip. Boss and Pewter. Oh, this is gonna be a bit weird. Higher starring. So yes,
I'm
just
glad
staring
you
at
finally
him.
got out of that hospital.
Thanks, boss.
Oh right, this is
Iris, would you like to have a matryoshka of your own?
complete delusion. Yep.
Oh, sorry. We're not allowed to have pets at the house.
What?
What do you think a Matryoshka is?
Ah, she probably thinks the Russian doggy. Oh right, this is the.
Hey, boss. Can I sit in your chair?
No, it's my chair.
You know, I don't think we ever had Mizuki interact with Boss before. That's a shame. Except for maybe the end.
I can't remember how many times I've told you this, but stop ogling me.
This is the last time I'm gonna tell you. I'm not ogling you.
It's full of color things that vibrate. Who's Ma? It never will.
Hey, boss. Didn't you say that once this case was settled, you were going to open up that bottle for...
No, I didn't.
Not in this timeline.
Yes, you did.
Did not?
Why are you lying about this?
Because I don't want anyone to drink my wine. That wine is mine. Bottom line.
She did
Can't
mention
get a real
that.
promise with a rhyme.
Oh, that also rhymed. When they asked, right? They did mention it. I'm just wondering if it's the same timeline. Computer's not here, huh?
Where did you get that?
Oh, you haven't heard? Starting next year, that's going to be the official flag of Japan.
That would be badass.
Really?
Mario. Damn.
That RC car kind of reminds me of Date's car. Hey,
Yeah?
what's the deal with you and Date? You still into him?
Oh.
No.
Ouch. But it's good to have that out in the air.
Volleyball. Volley reminds me of valley, like cleavage. And of course, ball is self-explanatory. Isn't it kind of dirty?
No, it isn't.
It
There's
is
nothing
not.
dirty about volleyball.
Don't get mad at me.
There's nothing AO about volleyball.
I feel like there's
a soccer ball in his past life.
Uh-huh.
That's why he enjoys getting kicked around by me.
I don't enjoy it.
Pon poco pon!
Pon poco pon!
Pon poco pon!
Pon poco pon!
Would you two cut it out?
Happy
Is it
birthday.
your birthday?
No, that's been in here forever.
Every day is like my birthday.
Damn.
Wow, then you must be really old.
Oh, Iris.
I'm gonna take that down. That's my jack-o'-lantern.
What if his name was Bill?
I think it was Bill at one point.
Cheer me on, okay?
You know, Iris, you could be laughing to the left.
Here I go. 1, 2, 3.
Throw!
Ah.
Those guys are gonna transfer to Lemniscate next spring.
Oh no, adopted. Oof.
Really?
Yeah?
Oh no.
Iris, my best friend. Have I ever told you you're like a sister to me?
Oh no.
Do you want anything? I'll buy you anything you want.
Boss. The one you're supposed to suck her up to is Mizuki.
What are you plotting?
And what are you plotting?
Did you ever throw that thing around at parks?
It's not a frisbee.
You could kill someone throwing that.
Is that a Dragon Ball reference?
I had no idea you guys had B2 stealth bombers in here.
That's a ruler.
This was a coffee grinder, right? Yeah, stationary for indoor training and for grinding coffee.
Hey, look at that bust. Are his lips red?
Oh, that's my lipstick.
Was she making out the bus?
Down your Christmas tree?
Haven't you heard the old saying?
That's 5 shots ago. It'd be a hilarious time, right? She's
If you
picking
cut
out one
down
of the
your
fingers in
Christmas
the
tree early,
sink
you won't
room.
become a bride until late.
That's not an old saying.
That doesn't make sense.
Aw. Kuranushi. Or Grandpa Kuranushi.
Mental health is still in question.
Can I wear that?
Don't do it. If you get your blood on it, you'll turn into a vampire.
JoJo reference.
Coffee maker. Coffee. Beans. Brewing? Damn! I can't think of any more dirty jokes.
Who are you
Damn.
talking to?
Damn, she out of ideas, huh?
Iris, if you had the ability to stop time, what would you do?
I want to catch a skyfish.
Huh? Yeah, Shiranori Kurohoshi.
Oh, donuts sound good right about now.
Oh, me too. Me too.
About boss.
Boss, you visited me a lot when I was in the hospital, didn't you? You're softer
Oh,
than
Bob
you look.
What do you mean by that? Do I not radiate an aura of gentleness and caring?
You literally called me a slave before.
But I
Damn.
didn't treat you like a slave, other than sometimes making you clean my boots with your tongue.
You did, Date?
I absolutely did not.
Did not. About Ibo.
Still thinking about her, huh?
No.
Well, doesn't surprise me. You two were great partners.
I want to ask you something. 3 months ago, when we exchanged our final words,
Oh. Exchanged our final words. Yeah, Ibo.
I look like I do now. I wasn't in Date's body, but Iba still obeyed me.
Huh.
Second command confirmed. I understand.
Right.
You're underestimating the Wadjet system.
Mm.
Iva was no ordinary. She was human in so many ways, including the ability to. She didn't need your voice or iris authentication or anything like that. She knew the real you and regarded you as her master. That's why she followed your command, despite looking completely different. I think maybe she knew your soul, Date.
Yeah. 6 years ago.
Boss, I gotta ask. Why didn't you tell me about what happened 6 years?
Right.
Well, when Shoko's corpse, I didn't think it had anything to do with the Cyclops killer.
Hmm.
I thought the culprit was Rohan Kumakura, remember? and he committed suicide a year before.
Oh wait, that was
I never
Shoko, huh?
thought that he was swapping bodies.
Ah. That was
And
a
the other
stretch.
person responsible for the original Cyclops serial killings was locked up in Fuchu, making it impossible for Saito or Rohan to be involved.
But then it turns out.
Besides, the sync machine being used to swap bodies is a national secret. I was ordered to never reveal that information to anyone under any circumstances.
So that's why you kept me in the dark?
Yeah.
That was an awful idea in hindsight. If we knew body
By the way,
snatching was
Date,
possible.
I
Oh,
have a gift for you.
A gift?
yeah.
Close your eyes.
And suddenly, cologne.
Don't worry, it's just some knockout gas.
What?
You're going to experience something incredible. That's my present to you.
Why?
Shh.
But Iris is right there.
This is the sync room.
Okay, sure. Again, she knew about the sync machine. Alright, it's that.
Pewter?
What's up? Did you think with me?
I did not. But I did use...
For what?
Something.
You are... Is it the
You're
same guy?
Kagami, right?
Yes! I heard. That must have been a really bad wound to have to... But it looks like it worked.
Dang. I swear to God, if Kagami was the one who let him go all those years ago. Why are you here?
Am I not allowed to...
Of course not. You should have been arrested 3 months ago.
Right? Working with Renju, or Saito inside Renju, he was leaking confidential information and helped Rohan inside a Body 89 escape. Punished and fired from the force.
Yes, I was arrested.
Some things didn't fit, yeah. Sure, again, she knew about the psychic and she hired Saito's face Date. Yeah, she hired Date Falco. So sure.
I'm eating awful meals every awful day in an equally awful detention facility.
Then how are you here?
I
Don't act dumb.
Boss?
Date, it's okay! Boss brought him here.
She did.
Why?
She told us not to tell.
Huh?
Anyway, I'm sort of like his handler now. I
Oh.
was supposed to be an inspector, but I was the only person qualified for this job.
God damn.
Pathetic, isn't it?
Not good. We need to take you to that cabaret club.
Don't worry, she's with the boss.
So, what's up?
Everything that the boss did, she... Ask her about it. She truly cares about you. You know, that's why she kept silent about what happened 6 years ago.
Huh?
Datebo?
You were once an assassin. If your secret ever got out, your life would be effectively over. But the boss protected you by hiding your... I don't think she wanted you to leave her alone. Now, who is she to you? Anyway, now I'll excuse myself.
Oh no, Boss actually liked Date, huh? Or Falco. That's gotta be weird. What's up?
Iris, what happened to Boss?
She went home. She said she needed to do something in Kabukicho.
She left?
Anyway, forget about that.
Play.
Shovel Forge?
Shovel Forge.
Shovel Forge? Gift? What gift? Did they stick? Oh. Did they install Iba 2 into me while I was conked out? Or into Date while he was out? Alright, we're hitting Sojima last though. Saigon. I don't know if this is awkward though. Oh my gosh, why the hell did she take us out? Right, I'm about to say, like, did they install Iba without us noticing? That's the only thing I can think of right now.
Iris, didn't you say you were going to see every...
Yes, Mom. I still have some people to see.
Oh, okay. So let's do her last then. Just so the game. I do like how smart this game is too, because it remembers sequences and promises. Alright, let's go meet Dad. Oh, alright. They have nothing to do with each other anymore. With Iris in the car. Figured she didn't want to see him. Doesn't know it.
I see your face has improved.
She doesn't know that I'm here.
This one doesn't make me so angry.
Guess it's not his son's face, I guess. Don't know who told him, but he must know about this. He must have known about the switch.
I want to ask you something.
Oh no, Hideo Kojima reference now? Ah, I guess there's really nothing going on here. Alright then. Why are you here?
That's a strange question to ask a man.
I just thought prison would suit you better.
Don't you know the law? No one can touch me.
Even though we both know you committed a crime.
Indeed. 18 years. And I was not the one who killed Monica Iwai. That was my son, Saito.
But you hired the Kumakuras to hide the body.
Imagine your own son's face coming in as an inspector. Oh, that's gotta be freaky. Especially if your son was a serial killer that you couldn't do anything about.
The statute of limitations for improper handling of a corpse. I did what I did to protect my son. Are you familiar with Article 10? Relatives of those who have committed cannot be prosecuted for evidence tampering or obstruction of justice.
What? Did you?
Ridiculous.
Did you make that law?
If I were still a congressman, I might think about changing it.
Ah.
That's right. You're not a politician. The media has already begun tearing you to pieces.
Yes. Soon I won't be able to live in this country anymore. I'll retire to an island somewhere and live the rest of my days in leisure.
Be careful, so. There are a lot of people out there who have a grudge against you. People who will follow you to the ends of the earth.
Oof.
That's none of your concern. Is that all you wanted to ask me?
No. Why did you meet Shoko? Paul Shoko's phone? You're like, kill, you are guilty, and I'm the police, I will arrest you. The amount of inception happening, so yeah, so it's gotta be. So why did you call her?
Do you recall that my secretary got a... That is true.
I know. You spoke with number 89, didn't you?
I did.
What did you talk about?
He told me that a woman named Shoko Nadami knows what happened 18 years. Contact her.
And you called?
Yes.
Ah, because Shoko was
the only thing he said.
Saito's
I
body.
Everything when Shoko arrived. I have to see her. I had no idea what he...
Ah. Maybe he realized it when Shoko came to visit the prison. That it was really Saito inside Shoko's body. That's what he meant by realized everything. Oh, I need to speak with Saito again. Not inside the prison, so he called So and had him do it. Maybe he could get Saito to visit again. Mount it. Chemical plant.
I've been studying. I've learned a lot about it. It was caused by you and Rohan.
As you know, my son, with all of the awful things that my son did, I used my money to cover it
What's
up.
the first one realizing he was I guess he might not have been smart, but he's like, oh yeah, most likely. Something isn't right.
Expensive,
yes, I think she was associated with the Kamakura, so he knew something was up.
One day, 9 years ago...
Maybe. Because he was still in someone else's body, so he's like, huh.
Dad? A foolproof plan to make us rich.
The chemical plant explosion plan.
Ah, I thought it was Saito's plan.
The casino in Kawasaki would be
It was Saito's.
True. My son was born with an abnormal mind. But if I had never been involved with Monica in the first place, perhaps he wouldn't have ended up losing control completely. soon as he drove his knife into Monica, something awakened in the end. That's what led to his destructive...
You sound like you're blaming yourself.
Perhaps.
Did you know? My mind was implanted in the body of Saito. Alright, I guess we get to talk about the Inception feeling. Ugh, the bits. Hired me at best and gave me the name Kadani Date. He was never put out a missing person report on his son. Why?
Because of the woman you 6 years ago, she came to me and
Can you explain the whole body switching thing?
You know about the Cyclops serial? The culprit is your son, but you already knew that.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying we should make a deal. You give me one thing, and I promise none of this will be released to the public.
What is it?
Leave Saito with us. Tell anyone who asks that Saito is soul-searching on a trip around the world. Do we have a deal?
I didn't have much of a choice. If I refused, Saito's crimes would be exposed and my political career would be over. Besides, I never held much love for him in the first place. She was practically doing me a favor. So, of course, I said yes. And in doing so, I was able to learn a secret of the Metropolitan Police Department. It worked quite nicely for me.
Ah, so he had something used for blackmail.
By the way,
No.
did you ever see his face?
No.
No reason.
Ah, he didn't know what he didn't know what Falco looked like.
I very much doubt that.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
They will never see each other again. Part ways without saying goodbye.
Oh, damn. I left Iris waiting. She might be... I gotta get back to her soon.
Where should we go like? Alright, let's finish up. Sagan residence.
Iris, didn't you say you were going to see everyone who visited you at the hospital today?
Yes, Mom. I still have some people to see.
Really? But we visited her last.
But Uncle really wanted to come here.
I said no such thing.
Iris, are you trying to ship?
Come on, don't be shy.
Iris is
There are
trying
a
to
lot of
ship,
things
huh?
you want to talk about. Come on, just do it.
Not ready. I want to talk to Hitomi. I want to ask you all about what happened in the past 6 years, but that's not for me to ask. Even showing up here isn't right, honestly. Yeah, Falco is
Uncle,
gone.
you're so shy.
Iris is teasing me. Maybe I can use that sometimes. You help me loosen up my rusted screws. Nostalgic.
Are the
Yes, they haven't withered at all. Maybe it's a miracle.
Hot, 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 hot.
You said the same thing 6 years ago.
Introduction to tax evasion. Iris. The hell? Books are hidden behind the cover part. I know all about that. You're not gonna explain the mysterious object? Ah. Again!
Don't change. I caught you 6 years ago doing the same thing.
Ah, you saw that.
Nostalgic smell. Date, what the hell?
Who cares about me? Talk to her. That's what you came for, right?
Ah, we do have a shipper on deck. But Date Bowl and Date's Cabaret Girl. How have things been?
Things have calmed down, thanks to you. The school has changed, but being a teacher hasn't.
About Monica and Renju.
They were my best friends. We would always go to this little coffee shop after school. They had this old game machine there. It looked like a table, and it was about shooting in
Pinball?
about all sorts of things, sitting love lives, our potential.
Or maybe just Space Invaders?
Things we didn't like about our teacher. It was their idea that I become a teacher. They told me that teaching elementary suited me perfectly. Those were such fun times.
What was his recovery?
Thank you. This is all thanks to you, Fal.
No, I didn't do anything. Also, that name.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Date. I'm grateful from the bottom of my.
Unfortunately, oh my gosh. Can't ask her about that. I was the one who did that to her.
No! Stop!
Damn. I want silence, but you must most by my face.
If this is about my arm, don't worry. You tried to defend me. I know that.
Know everything about what happened so far.
You're too nice, Mom. I will never forgive you.
Damn.
You have to take responsibility.
Damn.
Iris.
No, let me talk. Uncle will be your right arm. That's how he can make it up to you. Maybe not now. It might take some time, but I'll be waiting. One day, Uncle will stand on Mom's right side, and we can go wherever we want. The three of us.
Oh wait, don't leave Amazuki.
To the
Four.
A river.
The four of us.
Barbecues, and we can make okonomiyaki.
God damn, I just feel it's lovely.
That hot plate I bought.
It's lovely, but I really feel bad about leaving Amazuki.
And I'm gonna need a raincoat.
Hey, that's cheating!
You're planning on being covered in flour?
Of course, that's why it's fun.
Raincoat. 6 years ago, I was an assassin. Nothing I can do will make those crimes disappear. If I can protect them, make sure they're always smiling for the rest of my days. That might be enough to outweigh my sins. Maybe, maybe not. But it's a good way to live life, I suppose. Plant. Speaker. Small speaker system. I'll shorten it. Small speak sys.
Uncle, are you thinking about how it looks like a dick again?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you used to make that joke like all the time.
What? What? Falco! Alright, guess we're gonna go back. Oh, the warehouse district. Why? Ah, are they going to visit Mayumi?
Iris, why did you want to come here? Haven't you seen everyone you wanted to already?
Yeah! Thank you for today. It was a lot of fun.
Is the date finally over?
Yeah, I guess so. Thank you. Not just for today, but for everything. 6 years ago, you helped me and my mom, and I'm so grateful for that.
No, they helped me.
Will you close your eyes for me, Uncle?
You want me to close my eyes?
Okay.
Yeah, please.
Wait. You want me to close my eye? Do you?
Just do it. I'm so nervous. I'm shaking.
Oh, man. Oh, no. No way. It's happening.
It's happening?
All right.
Okay. And then... Hi, bud.
What?
Ah. Cry.
It's been a long time, Konami Date.
It's been 3 months, huh?
At a time like this, I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what to say. You...
How are you?
That is, who are you again?
Damn.
You haven't changed. You're still an idiot.
What?
Allow me to explain. disappeared completely, including all of my backup data. However, fragments of my data were being secretly uploaded to cloud servers around the world. By downloading and decoding these fragments, it was the Wadjet system that brought me back to life.
Oh, so she made a backup of a backup?
Is responsible for Wadjet is like a mother to me. She protected me, and I am forever grateful to my mother. Never underestimate the power of Wadjet.
Idiot.
You idiot, I thought you died. I was worried about you.
Pardon, but you were the one who issued the self-destruct.
Anyway, I want to know something. The number, 41. There must be something to it.
What's that the date?
It is only
your favorite number. I see. Oh, sorry. I hear everything Iva says over this earpiece. I think I understand the meaning behind her number.
What does it mean?
Iris, do not tell him.
Iris compared to what's true, right?
Uncle, think of the alphabet. What's the fourth letter?
A, B,
and
B.
the first, and the 20th, and
Dante. Wadjet is alive. Wadjet is alive. Okay.
To be exact, you are seeing an augmented my physicals.
In my left eye?
Yes.
How did you get in there?
I see you have not become any more astute in my absence.
Ah.
Be careful.
They were installed, huh?
Everything that the...
An abyss. What I lost.
Yes. Computer and
Yeah.
I knew the whole time. Boss told me about the plan to restore Iba. I wanted it to be a surprise for you.
Is this my thank you?
Yeah, but
Anyway, Iba. Welcome back.
glad to be back. And home.
well, now that Iba has risen from the dead, I think we should celebrate with a dance number.
Oh, God.
What?
Hit it!
No. No. Oh, is this how things go? Alright, let's do it. I do feel super bad that Mizuki pretty much got shafted this ending. God damn it. Iris, you're 18, she's 12.
Teacups that are flying, on maps mystifying. You'll think that I'm lying. This old tale of mine, a journey through time. A permanent fire, cold frost on the pyre. Fruit never expires. You've seen in your eyes, you've seen in your mind. While the old bow their heads, while the blind lead the blind, the marble loses shine. The eye clouds by design, but we know in our soul the one hope, the one truth. That if we believe we can make miracles. Even with the devils of time against you, never let the fire fade in you. See the golden goddess with wings of rainbows set
Mentally,
sail
yes.
through the night sky to embrace you. Resist all of your heart to take you. Never let the scars of this world erase you. Passing down the light of the torch to guide you, and you shall be bathed in light.
This was an insane theory that I think I'm gonna need like some time to completely absorb it, but wow, this was fun.
A punch to the forehead, my kick like a warhead.
Oh, there she is.
Floor spread. I'm queen of this brawl, and I'll show you all.
Where did you come from?
Wanna hide it, that's what I decided. I can't live divided. I know
Oh, Aether, what in the world?
While they all lose their way and forget about faith.
Well, the rain turns to ice, their hearts lock like a vice.
But we know in our soul the one hope, the one truth.
The fires of
Wait,
love
her hand though.
warm any heart. Resist your dreams.
Oh God.
Defending, fight on, your will is unbending. See through the void in your
I am convinced that this is some weird hallucination.
revolt, even with death.
Yeah, Mayumi should not be able to move her hand like that.
Walking with the spirit of hope, the
Okay, I think this is some weird psychotic break. Ah, there we go.
I'm who they say is the best detective.
Although without me, he's ineffective.
Right.
That's it, we're done. I'm walking out of here.
Ah.
Welcome back.
While the old father heads, while the blind lead the blind, the marble loses shine, the eye
Everyone
clouds by
took
design. But we know in
that
our
for
soul
granted.
the one hope, the one truth, that if we believe we can make miracles. Even with the devils of time against you, never
I feel like this is, well, again, if they decide to give her a special dance to, you know, that kept that her right arm doesn't work, that I would have respected it more. But now that it's working, it's like, oh no, I'm completely thrown off. Yeah, I don't. This is hilarious, though. This is amazing, but at the same time, like, what? No. Yeah, no, psychotic break. I am completely convinced that she borrowed the sleeping gas from Boss when she told him to close out his eyes and knocked him out. It turned out.
By the way, everyone, the reason you can see me right now is because I'm projecting
Oh my
myself
goodness.
special
I'm all
technology.
warmed up over that. But I swear, if you call me a fridge one more time!
You call me French one more time.
Find your body.
They will never find your body?
I love you. This is for Mama.
Sounds fun.
This is your mommy? What? Reset you bet? Oh, I wish they had like the subs out just so I could like absorb everything. But yeah, resolution route end. Thank you for playing. Your eyes have been open. Wow, that was... I was back and induced Date with medication. Yeah, I'm convinced that she just put everything back in. Dance has been unlocked in the title menu. Oh, that's it. Okay, yeah. Entelin. Not quite sure if I'm saying your name right, but yeah, you are right. Like, a lot of these other routes are pretty inconclusive. I think the only route that kind of feels conclusive is Miyuki's route. That's the only one besides the resolution route that feels like it had a proper finish. Because we never find out what happens after, you know, she dies in our, Iris dies in our arms in this route. Because someone's still running around. And, you know, Saito's still running around there somewhere. As well as in this route. I guess in the Annihilation route, technically there's a resolution. Because, you know, Saito is back in his old body, but he's electrocuted. So it's like, you know, they arrest him. But that just means that we get Boss in a super depressed state as Date. And that would be really interesting, huh? Anyways, that was sheer insanity. But yeah, this was a great series. What the do we get to actively get ourselves involved, or is it just a sequencing? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Teacups that are flying, on maps mystifying. You'll think that I'm lying, this old tale of mine.
Oh, we don't get Saito's body?
Journey through time. A permanent fire, cold frost on the pyre.
Oh my god. This is hilarious. Oh wait, we can change the background. Oh my god, yes, the bodyguard one. Oh my gosh.
Teacups that are flying, On maps mystifying, you'll think that I'm lying. This old tale of mine, a journey through
Oh, sweet G. Image.
a permanent fire, cold frost on the pyre, fruit never expires. You've seen in your eyes, you've seen in your mind.
POV of the interrogation.
While the old bow their heads, while the blind meet the blind, the marble loses shine, the eye clouds by design. But we know in our soul the one hope, the one truth, that if we believe we can.
Alright, so I'm gonna call it here. Thank you so much for watching, and hey, Antilon, thank you for popping in. It was great to discuss this game and see the ending again for you, or with you. Anyways, now, thanks for hanging out, and to anybody watching, thank you so much for watching and keeping up the series. Like, yeah, no, this is so jarring. I feel like, yeah. So I'm very curious how the sequel will try to, you know, go, because some things don't quite click, and it is kind of a shame that we don't have, well, based on the preview image, it's like I think Miyuki is the new main character, I think. But anyways, I guess we'll have to see when it comes out. But yeah, this is a so what the hell and why.
Approaching the limit, my heart and my lyrics, but will they break through?
Anyways, to anybody watching, thank you so much for watching. And yeah, have a good night, everyone.